You're about to watch another exciting episode of the Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? Tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. Hope to see you there.
Hello!
Welcome!
Yeah, I guess we're live.
We're live! This is the Dungeon Run. Welcome. We're so happy to be back for episode 4. Episode 4. It's a big one. It's going to be great. I'm so excited about this episode and next. I'm excited about all of them, honestly. This one, I've been waiting for. So, if you aren't caught up, well, guess what? We've got the thing you need. It's called the Dungeon Rush. Brought to us by a bunch of work by everyone at the table.
Yes.
So, especially Adam. Thank you, Adam, for all of your hard work.
My pleasure. So the Dungeon Rush, what that is it's a cut down of each of our episodes. So it's only little 15-minute increments so that you can get caught up on the show, which also means we don't do a big lengthy recap at the top of the show and we can jump right into the action.
Which is a bummer for me.
You love that.
We get a short recap still? Just a little one?
It's cold.
Just a
baby recap.
Is that enough? It's cold?
Yeah. Ramhedë.
It's still cold.
Sheep people, known as Ramhedë.
Yes.
Cold.
We do have some top of show announcements though, right?
We do,
Yes, we
Okay.
do.
Morgan?
Yes, of course. As always, we are here partnering with Two Kings Entertainment. Woo woo!
Yeah!
TwoKingsFilms.com. They're amazing folks. They've got some really cool stuff on the way besides partnering here with us in this beautiful set on these beautiful cameras. So thank you to Two Kings. Look them up for sure. Also, big stuff going on with Die Hard Dice this week.
Yeah.
Our wonderful dice sponsor. Go to dieharddice.com. Because tonight, as has been mentioned on our social media, we are doing a giveaway. So if you are here watching live, congratulations, you get to enter into the giveaway. So what we're doing is we're going to give you a code word right before intermission. During the 15 minutes, you will need to enter that code word into chat once, only once. Do not enter it more than once. I think it actually cancels you out if you do it more than once.
Really?
Yes, that's correct. And the winner will be announced at the end of the show. And what you will win is an amazing $50 gift card to Die Hard Dice. You can get some awesome collapsible dice trays, some beautiful dice, so much great stuff. We highly, highly, highly recommend them. But you can also, right now, just go and get a discount at Die Hard Dice using our discount code Dungeon Run. No space in the middle, capital D, capital R. Dungeon Run. Looks beautiful. And other things involving Patreon, I'll kick it over to Miss Jessica Lynn Parsons.
Yes, we have a Patreon. Yay! There you can find cast secrets, dungeon master secrets, stat blocks, behind the scenes stuff, updates. And you can find that at patreon.com/thedungeonrun.
In fact, there was a special poll on this last week's Patreon that actually has decided how tonight's show is going to go.
That's terrifying.
And there's going to be a special moment in the show that was completely decided by that poll. So thank you for those of you that are our Patreon members and that entered into that poll.
Hooray, but also yikes.
Yeah, again, it's just another level of interactivity with the show, and it's what we're about, and we love it, so thank you so much for interacting.
Mentioning interactivity.
Oh, such a segue.
Well done. We're getting good at this, guys.
By the time we get into like the 10th episode, super smooth.
That's right.
So interactivity. Not only do we have the Patreon where we're going to be putting up polls, seeing what you guys are interested in and how you want the show to change and evolve and help us tell the story, but you can actually affect the players' roles. You can give advantages and disadvantages to individual players. There are balloons, which are almost like you like how I said that, Adam? Balloons. There's cosmic balloons and nature balloons. Yep.
Oh.
Thank you. There's also nature potatoes or sprouted potatoes. And cosmic yams. Now, the potatoes and the yams, which I already have a one purchase, which is great because that's going to unlock cards, Force of Nature cards, and Force of Cosmos cards. These beautiful little things that I spent a lot of time on. Those actually affect the game in an even more direct way, like this episode, where every card that gets unlocked Yeah, Morgan, you forgot about this.
No, I didn't forget.
Every card that gets unlocked, whether it's nature or cosmos, will make the storm or the blizzard grow.
Oh, yeah.
So there's 5 tiers to the blizzard.
You want to read the whole thing?
Yeah, why not? Example number 1. A primal storm begins to form on the horizon and might turn into a blizzard. Each card that is unlocked of either type after this one causes the storm to grow in veracity and 1 size category. 1, notable, 2, significant, 3, major, 4, crippling, and 5, extreme.
Yikes.
We also still have an active card between
Yes.
Saint and
Yes.
Otto,
Yes.
which allows them to experience. They have a mental connection and link. You have it. You want to read it for the?
Yes, this is a nature tier 2. Yeti dung. Wait, that's the wrong one.
That's
That's
the
wrong
Yeti
one.
Special
Sorry.
vibe.
Mental images.
Yeah,
flying
who's
back and
going
forth.
to talk about?
Yeti dung.
It's pink. It's pink. It's right here.
Pink one.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah,
There it is.
Aha!
Mind Link. This is written by Tapartos.
Mind lick?
Mind Link. Why would it be lick?
It's like
When I heard it, I was like, what?
That's a different card, Morgan.
Definitely a different card.
All players place your hands at your temple of your head, which these two, Surena and Jessica, already won that contest. The 2 party members who do this first link their minds with each other. They may communicate with each other telepathically over any distance for 24 hours. Afterwards, you remember some of that person's memories and they yours.
Cool.
There you are.
I might text you.
So the balloons and the
Yeah.
potatoes build up our force meter, and when they get to a certain point, they trigger those Force of Nature, Force of Cosmos cards.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's everything. I think it's time to dive on into the show.
And let's enter the storm. And we begin with the wind. It's cold. Yes, exactly. The 5 of you are traversing across this Arctic landscape. Before you is this Ramhedë girl, dressed in very simple clothes, but she has a thicker wool coat protecting her from the elements. The rest of you do not. And this wind, you're from Chicago, this wind blowing off of this frozen lake is twice as cold as what it was at the base of the mountain when you had shelter. So you can hear off in the distance the prayers echoing across the ice, but you also hear that growling and yipping and snarling as if something is hunting or getting to the point where they're whipped up into a rage at this point. And the wind just seems to be fueling that further. Some of you are injured, some of you are exhausted, but all of you know that if you don't get to this herd, there's no more shelter around you. You're out in the open at this point, and it's cold. It's freezing. So you find yourselves tromping through the snow along this frozen lake, and Cartwright, who's not doing that well, she's still wounded. Her horn was broken a long time ago, but she still has that wound on the side of her head and a little bit of blood coming down her face. And she seems a little distraught, but also motivated. After she saw your burned arm, your wound, it sparked something inside of her. And you all ate those worms as well, which kind of gave you a little bit of extra willpower or motivation to push forward. You can talk freely, but the scene is still pretty bleak. It's still pretty drastic. Who has the heat pack? Remind me.
Me.
That's great. So you're the only one that does not need to make, and Val, that does not need to make a Constitution save for cold. And while you're making those con saves, and I'll let you know advantages and disadvantages in a second.
Is there anything that I could be doing to help Octavius, who I know is already suffering a little more than everybody else?
You can carry Octavius,
Yes.
which will help a little bit with the exhaustion because if I remember correctly, Octavius is exhaustion level 2,
Correct.
so his movement is halved.
Yes.
So yes, you can carry.
All right. No. I would probably, notice after a little bit that you're slowing us down and basically like, come on,
Yeah.
come on, guy, come on.
So Saint, you have advantage from Divine Mat.
Thank you, Divine Matt.
KoKo, you are at a flat roll. And Octavius, you're at a flat roll. However, we have a Cosmic Yam that's been purchased.
Hopefully.
So, Angry Martian,
Angry
which is a great name, especially if you're a Cosmos.
Discombobulator!
That unlocks our Cosmic Tier 1 card. This was written by Divine Matt, and the title is Brush Up on Your History. Are you having trouble remembering all those people, places, and dates?
Yeah.
Always,
Yes.
How about a quick look through this history book? This allows any player to add a +3 to a history check. The book then crumbles to dust after its use. It is a history book, so it is probably pretty old. So I'm gonna.
We're so creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. They really
So
are.
Anybody can use it.
Yeah,
I'll hang
it's
on.
a one-time use, but anybody when they make a history check can get a +3 by using that
Look
card.
in this crumbly book.
We also have balloons from I Love the Story.
Yay.
And Goofus McDork.
Yeah, and four balloons from Goofus McDork.
Thank you, Goofus McDork.
Okay, so what do we get for our con saves?
8.
3 or
Okay.
5. Wait, no, wait, 7.
Also 8.
Okay, so
Great. It's pretty good.
exhaustion level 3, exhaustion level 1,
Okay.
and exhaustion level 2.
Yeah.
And I printed out the exhaustion sheets.
Notes.
Exhaustion level 3, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
I just want to make sure that you didn't make that saving throw at disadvantage that we just gave you. Did you throw twice? Good, you weren't supposed to. I'm just making sure you didn't.
No.
Yeah, you have ability checks are at disadvantage,
Yeah.
but not.
But not
What's,
saving.
what's level 2?
Well, now they are.
Level 2 is half speed.
Now your sleeves are.
Oh, here it is.
Disadvantage on ability checks, so survivals and yikes.
So Val, you are carrying KoKo.
Octavius.
Sorry, Octavius.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Octavius turns from her normal shade of brown.
Yeah, brown.
Thank you.
Yep.
Shade of brown to this brown with edges of blue and white, and the color in his eyes begins to drain. You know how Otto has these big dish plate sized eyes? Yeah.
Capre, how much farther is it?
Not too much far. You can hear them now. I know. I'm sorry. I'm working as fast as I can. The storm is getting worse.
That's true. We are at level 1 on the blizzard, so it's a real thing.
Cristobal is going to be walking in every one of Saint's footsteps, letting Saint, because they're larger, kind of forge the path. And I assume I noticed Saint starts slowing down a bit, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
And Cristobal will just, we should keep moving. We're getting, it's getting much colder. I don't know if you noticed, but it's very chilly.
Moving as fast as we can.
You don't look good.
The surface is dangerous. It's a very dangerous place. This was a mistake. This was all a mistake. The surface is dangerous.
Keep going, you guys.
All right, come on.
Keep your eyes out for the gnolls. I can hear them nearby.
Val will put himself on the side that seems to be closest to where the howls are coming from
Sure.
or anything like that.
I mean,
If it's-
visibility
if it's
is
back, but yeah.
pretty bleak at this point
Sure.
because the blizzard is actually kicking in.
Am I able to see
See what?
a little bit better than everybody?
I think you want to look around for.
Yeah, I'd like to look around.
Yeah, you can make an observation roll.
Okay.
Perception check.
Perception, thank you.
At disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah, you're at disadvantage.
I love this story.
Roll twice.
Just roll twice and take the lower two.
Oh. First was a 13, then was a 3.
With your perception.
Oh, with my
Yeah,
perception.
It's not gonna matter.
Plus 5.
8 total.
You see snow. You see ice.
Amazing.
You see the person in front of you, and you hear. You see Cartwright, but you hear this. What could only be thought of as praying, and it sounds like it's in unison.
You also happen to see little drops of crimson in the snow from where Capre seems to be.
And I'm sorry, were you saying praying or like pray? Like, wow.
Praying, as in like,
okay.
yeah, as in like a religious prayer.
Okay.
Saint,
Yes.
did you say you'd heard something about this poppy with a white poppy? What did she say?
Well, she said that they were peaceful and non-violent, and that she was outcast for violence, but I don't know anything further than that.
I assume Cristobal's now noticed everyone slowing down except for him because,
And Val,
but
yeah.
you're carrying a person.
Right.
So he's going to move up to, gonna pass everybody and get up to Capre and be like, is there anything we can do to move faster than this? Because I'm getting very concerned about maybe losing a digit or something else.
We can certainly increase our speed, but that might make you more tired. I'm trying to keep you alive as best as I can. We are almost there, I promise.
Can I help you do something?
I'm fine, thank you. I don't have anything to help you keep warm, I'm sorry.
No, I am fine. I am fine. I just think we need to get there as fast as we can.
We will, I promise.
I also regret my thin layers right now. Exposed shoulders.
Well, I don't think we need to be blamed for the fact that we had no idea we were going to be dropped into the middle of the Arctic when we woke up today, so...
Bahatha works in strange ways.
Apparently. Does this happen a lot, by the way, in this area? Does just people just get dropped onto mountaintops?
No,
Have you ever met someone, who just had no business being here, suddenly popping into existence?
no offense, but I've never seen anyone like you before.
Yeah, ditto.
So you continue on this path, and you're on the edge of Loch Iskar, walking along on the snow. Crunch, crunch. The wind continues to blow. The prayers quiet down, and they eventually end. And the stillness starts to set in because the yipping fades as well. But that constant wind blowing off of the lake never stops. And just about when you're at the point, especially of giving up and passing out, you're in front now, right, with Capre. Figures start to emerge in the snow, and they're huddled together. Some are small, some are medium-sized. One or two of them is a little bit bigger than the rest of the herd. But there's about 19 or 20 of them all huddled together for warmth. You've never seen anything like this before, but you remember being from an agricultural town that when it's really cold outside, it's natural for animals to huddle together for warmth and for body heat. But there's no shelter around these people. They're out in the element. and they're just using the wool on their bodies and their own body heat to protect themselves. And just as you enter into view, one of the smaller Ramhedë children looks up from the herd and looks over at Cartwright, starts to get up and says, "You're back!" and then gets pulled back into the pile by assuming a mom. Past that little pile of people, you see a crudely constructed but very sturdy, heavy tent. And by heavy tent, I mean it looks like there's big, thick logs sticking up out of the snow with a crude patchwork hide tarp draped over the top of it. And standing in front of that tent is a massive figure, a Ursaka. You haven't seen it.
Never seen an Ursaga.
Oh, this will be a treat.
This is fun.
Baby's first
This will be a
Ursa.
treat.
I remember my first Osaka.
Big, barrel-chested brown bear, holding a hammer.
7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Standing in front of this structure, almost over the structure, almost taller than the structure itself. From the center of the structure, you can see what looks like wisps of smoke coming from inside. And as you approach, he steps forward and says, "Halt, who goes there?"
And the rest of you now are starting to catch up, and you see the piled up bodies. They're not dead. It sounds like they're dead. But they're
So
piled up bodies of Ramhedë that are all huddled together for warmth, and this single tent with the huge Ursaka standing guard in front.
And when you approach and he says, "Who goes there?" you see he's kind of been sort of just at a normal stance, and he on the back of his neck, kind of using his neck as to support its weight, is a large, what looks like a blacksmith's hammer, but it's larger than a normal blacksmith's hammer, almost maul size. And he kind of unsheathes it and puts it in his hand and says, "Stop." Cartwright stops and says, "Drek, I have returned." And Drek says, "Oh, I didn't think I'd see you again. Who have you brought with you?"
Some people who helped out. Could we please get inside? We're
Yeah.
dying out here.
Yeah,
Try to be-
all
try
of
to-
my
I'm sorry.
from your back, you hear. All of my friends are so cold. We're all so cold. Could we please?
Cartwright says, "They are cold. They are who Olivar has been waiting for." And Drek says, "Oh, well, quickly, inside, please." And he kind of trots forward, and who looks the most exhausted, who's not on his shoulders?
Saint, actually, yeah.
Probably.
Please,
pretty hurt, too.
Please let me help you. And he offers his arm and shoulder.
And even though he's really big and bulky and beefy, he's very gentle with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Please, let's get inside. And you walk forward towards the tent. Cartwright seems to not walk with you.
Yeah, she stops outside.
So Saint will turn and look back to Cartwright and motion for her to come in.
"I am forbidden. I will be fine.
No.
You will find me here."
I will, Saint, go. Saint, go.
No, let
Octavius.
me talk. Let me just
Okay,
say
please.
something, please. Cartwright, Drek,
Yes,
she's not allowed in.
it is a long story. She cannot enter the tent.
But she is cold. Are you not a community of people?
She is not cold that I know of. "Cartwright, are you cold?" And she says, she kind of sheepishly looks up and says, "No, I am fine. I will be here when they are done."
Drek, you have to understand that she saved us, in a sense. She brought us to you, and
"I don't lead. Speak to my brothers inside and to Olivar. It is the way of the white puppy.
Who is this Oliver?
Inside, if you wish.
Fine.
We'll be back.
I will be here.
We'll be back, Cartwright.
That's it. Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Capre seems to...
Cristobal just slips into
He's like, yeah, you guys hang out here. I'm going in.
Capre seems to stay right about where she's at, but you can tell she's keeping a distance. And when the lamb can called out to her, you could see, especially you, Cristobal, when you were so close to her, you could see sort of a smile across her face, but immediate heartbreak when that occurred.
So you all walk into the tent, I'm
Yeah.
assuming?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, or get carried into the tent. When you get inside, the reprieve from the wind is so welcoming. It's so nice. That being said, once you get inside, you're expecting, especially Cristobal, you're expecting there to be like a rug and a bed and
Grapes.
you know, some wine. There's none of that. It's really just a shelter from the wind.
Is it warm?
It's warm because there's no wind.
Okay, well, we'll take it.
But no fire.
Correct.
But
No
being in
fire
Chicago-
because there's no fuel.
All right.
There are some sacks inside, but that probably just contains what little rations these people have. What you do see in this very small tent that you all kind of cram into is this massive Ursaka polar bear standing 7.5 feet tall, towering over this very small, hunched over, incredibly old Ramhedë with massive curved golden white horns. White, if you know what Dorset sheep look like, white sheep, white-faced sheep. Yeah. Wearing a patchwork of fabrics, but with little bits and baubles sewn into the fabric itself. A rope belt pouch with, 10 different pouches tied to it. Holding a staff that's a gnarled stick, but with a bunch of trinkets and bones and feathers and different things that you would expect to be collected off of the bottom of like a forest floor. And another Ursaka, not quite as tall as the polar bear, but a brown bear, but with big, thick patches of fur, more so than the brown bear that was out front. But the most defining feature of this particular Ursaka is its claws. He has some of the biggest, longest talons that you've ever seen on any animus, for those of you that are animus, but especially a bear. And it looks like he takes some pride in sharpening those claws. And you see weapons on the polar bear Ursaka, and you saw a weapon on the one out front, but this one with the tufts of fur and these big sharp claws does not appear to have much in the way of belongings on him whatsoever, other than claws. And they seem to be in the middle of a conversation, but the conversation stops immediately as you all huddle in, and the elderly Ramhedë clocks you being carried in Val's arms, sees your arm, and immediately smiles.
The large polar bear Ursaka, the Arctic Ursaka, seems to quickly stand up and put his hand on his what is clearly a very large great axe. Even on its head, it comes up to his shoulder, which is at least 6 feet tall.
There's no fire, you said, yes? Okay.
Piercing
I mean, no,
fire.
yeah, I mean, that would be where I would head immediately, but there isn't a fire. So, okay.
It's clear that the inside of this tent has kind of not just break from the wind,
Sure.
but these creatures and their natural heat seem to also be radiating and being kept in by the
Yeah, the Ursaka,
itself.
especially the polar bear and the Ramhedë, do not appear to be affected by the cold at all. The two brown bear Ursaka, they're shivering a little bit. Yeah, they still have a lot of fur on their bodies, so they're better off than those of you that do not have fur, but it's not.
It's clear that the cold affects them
Yeah.
slightly.
I'll stop and keep us a few steps from them, but like I'll probably put you down. And
Yes, thank you, sir.
You came. I prayed. I prayed so hard.
Are you Oliver?
Yes, I am the shepherd of this herd.
Shepherd, these are the ones you spoke of.
Yes, I did not know that they would come. I prayed for so long.
What?
He's looking at you as if he's seen you or knows who you are.
I'm sorry. What did you pray for exactly? We're all very confused.
I prayed that the Stormborn would come.
These are the Stormborn you speak of.
Yes.
They look weak.
Well, they have traveled far, and they bring talents and skills, and
Out of the corner of his eye, he looks over, and you've been kind of hiding over in the corner.
Yeah.
Looks over at you and gets this confused look on his face. Who are you?
Oh, interesting.
he's new.
I am Cristobal de la Cruz.
I see.
I came late.
Did you see him in your?
No. No, I saw.
And
Up
then
there.
puts a hand out on the brown Ursaka that's in the room.
One of my kind.
Oh, yeah.
Black bear.
Where is she?
Teenager. She was
Basically fighting crime. It was the way I saw it.
she was taken away by well, it wasn't a
died.
Pegasus. No.
No, she's not dead.
She better not be dead.
She's off, she rode on a magical angel horse, but
So-
that wasn't dead.
We hope to see her again soon.
We've had a really weird few hours. Basically, we were dropped on top of the mountain. Yeah, and then there was like angels.
Yes, there was angels.
And like a literal angels.
Yeah.
And Pegasus,
A
sort of
Kieran,
a
a
Kieran,
Kieran.
which is a word I
Yes.
just learned, that
I also
took
learned
her
that word.
away.
I have a question.
Yes.
What were we doing in your vision?
Oh, that's such a good question. I didn't even think to
Why
ask
are we
that.
here, please?
Well, it's a very long story.
We got time.
We got time.
We're very tired, so we can just
Yes.
relax.
Yeah,
and
everybody
get
sit
our.
down. Can we sit down? I'm so sorry.
Perhaps this will help. And he reaches into one of his pouches and he pulls out a small handful of berries.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you.
The large one says, Oliver, I'm going outside. I need to talk to Brother Drek.
Yes, do what you must.
He picks up his great axe and moves out towards. Excuse me, looking at you. It's a small tent.
Which one is that?
The Arctic
Polar bear.
Polar bear.
Okay.
And he walks outside.
What is the polar bear's name again? I'm so sorry.
We haven't.
Oh,
Didn't learn it.
that's why I haven't written it
Do
down.
not take Ursoon too harshly. He means the best.
So
He's trying to protect us.
Being
He's
a-
trying to protect us all.
Being a leader is very hard. That's
Yes.
what I've learned.
Yes. Barry?
Yes, please.
You know,
So you take the berry, and it's a good berry, which gives you 1 hit point.
Yay!
And makes you feel full, and like you ate a full meal. But when he gets close to you, he holds out his other very, very old, withered hand, and there's a green leaf in it.
You may want to eat this.
Okay.
It will help with the fatigue.
Oh, Okay. Thank you so much. I just shoved that leaf right in my mouth.
So you eat this leaf, and it's the first green thing that any of you have seen since you've gotten here. And it was like a good-sized maple leaf. Yeah. So it's like, it's like eating a small side salad.
Land before time. Littlefoot eating a leaf.
But as it breaks apart in your mouth, and you swallow it, and it begins to go down into your body, there's a warmth, but there's also a sense of rejuvenation, and some of the worry that you had also fades.
Okay.
And your exhaustion completely goes.
Amazing! I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
For those of you who are watching at home, that is a very powerful effect. Exhaustion usually takes 1 or more days of full rest.
That's 3 long rests that we just shortcut past.
The thing is, I'm just gonna cry. Just more of relief.
You got any more of those leaves, bro?
That was my only one.
I'm sorry, I should have split it.
Please sit.
Thank you.
Make yourselves as comfortable as you can.
Anything you could tell us? We've had
You
no
seem
explanation.
very perplexed.
Well, yeah. What do you expect?
Could you maybe tell us what the Stormborn is? What that means?
Yes, the Stormborn are brought by Thasia, by Bahatha, and by the Fates.
For what purpose?
Well, for many purposes. But in this case, we needed help to escape the cave and to get back to the forests, to the dark woods.
When he says cave, Saint feels almost like a kind of an echo of what she felt inside of Otto's mind when she was reading Otto's mind.
You actually can sense the relief washing over Otto's body when he eats the leaf.
Feels good for you.
I'm so sorry.
Squeaky wheel gets the leaf.
So you're trying to escape the cave and get to the dark wood.
Yes, it seems the world is changing. It seems as if the ice itself cracks, as if the world is ending.
Oh.
And my people believe that life is a circle, and should we die, we will be reborn. But if the world ends, what would we be reborn into? If there is nothing, coming back as an ant means nothing.
Is that part of your philosophy of nonviolence?
As soon as she says that, he reaches up and touches the small little wooden pendant holding his cloak on his shoulders, and you notice there's a tiny little carved poppy clasp holding his, it's not painted white or anything, it's made of wood, but holding his cloak together.
Yes, the way of the poppy is the way of our people. We have been this way since we began with the Animus long ago.
You said the cave. Are you talking about the cave that was high up on the mountain? The cave where we arrived from?
With the ice giants?
Yes, that is where we go in the winters. Normally, it is safe. Normally, the cave, no one goes there anymore. And we spend our days in prayer. Did you bring it?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you bring the idol?
The Bahatha Bowl.
No, but yes, That would be helpful as well.
So I personally don't have the Bahatha ball, but
I think we do.
The statue
We do have-
to Thasia.
We didn't.
also like
We didn't bring the stuff.
we didn't. Okay.
We had the bowl.
We had the ball, but
so they gave us
it,
back the
it
bowl.
felt like kind of sacrilegious to take the statue. We thought like it was a place of worship, but we didn't want to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna steal
Yes.
your idol.
We literally
didn't know
fell
it
from
was
the
yours.
ceiling. Yeah, I mean,
And we didn't want to like disrespect the sacredness of the space by
it
stealing.
wasn't
what do
really
you-
an instruction
I
booklet.
personally
you know,
wanted
either.
to steal it.
What do you need? What do you need it for?
It's not a need. It's just nice to have something like that around.
So sorry.
We
Did
have-
you leave it there?
Yes, for all of you. In case you came,
Yeah.
it could help. We had to leave because it was time to leave. It wasn't safe there anymore.
It's good that you left when you did, because everything started melting.
The frost gnolls will eat your guts first. Know that.
Is this him? Sorry, is this him starting the talk, or is this somebody else?
It's the other Ursaka.
Okay,
that's
just
over
making
Yeah.
sure. I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
what just happened?
Long
The
claw.
long clawed
Long
ones.
clawed one.
May I ask what your name is?
Mighty Claw.
Mighty Claw.
Grenlick.
I do see that your claws are quite formidable.
Wow.
My question is, if you are non-violent people, what need have you for these long
Oh,
claws?
I'm violent.
Oh. You are
I'll
violent.
rip your head off if you look at me sideways.
But did you not...
I like his vibe.
Is
It's a good one.
Cartwright not ostracized for violence?
He looks over at Olivar, and Olivar looks down at the ground.
Yes, she chose another path.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So I'm very energized right now, so I'm just jumping right on it. There's a double standard here for Capre and Mighty Claw here?
He's echoing Saint's thoughts as they kind of bounce back and forth with one another.
Yeah.
We believe that violence is unnecessary, and we are willing to die for that belief. The Ursaka have other beliefs, and we respect those beliefs
I see.
to a degree.
And as that is said, the opening parts, letting in a bit of that cold into the room, obviously chilling everyone. And in steps Ursoon, and he says,
Knowles,
"Yes,
close?
getting closer."
What do we do? Move?
The herd needs to rest. I think,
They're about ready to fall over.
I thought maybe they'd help, but I don't think they are going to be able to.
I could help.
I can help.
KoKo steps over to Cristobal and kind of whispers to Cristobal, Does this feel okay to you?
None of this feels okay to Cristobal. No! Bad dream, you're gonna wake up.
Feels weird, right?
Yes! Her eyes shine.
Okay, Cristobal, I know this is really bad for you. All of it. Yes, but does something seem strange? If they're not telling us something, it feels. I don't know if I trust it.
Cristobal.
Do you trust
We can
it?
hear you. It's not a big tent.
Also, we have very good hearing. As we were indicating that we can hear the gnolls.
Let's leave
I'm
them to
sorry.
talk to the
I
sheep.
needed to talk to my friend. I must be tired. Maybe we could get a minute? Just a minute?
Yes, we will let you rest.
Thank you.
Grinlick storms outside.
And before following him, Ursoon looks at Olivar. She has returned. Should I send her in?
If she wishes to come in, it is all right. Is she wounded
Yes,
by the gnolls?
it appears as such.
Are you
I see.
talking about Capri? Like, your conversation is happening
Otto is kind of like.
I think we're all leaning in, like,
because it's a small tent.
It's a small tent.
Yeah, it's a small tent. Yeah, absolutely.
Not much bigger than this table.
These two giant bears talking, they look down and there's an owl just right between them.
Yes, I am speaking of Capre.
They fought heroically by inciting no damage. They were running and we saved them.
But probably the only reason we're still alive.
Yeah, they're very smart.
She is brave.
And maybe deserves a raise.
I will send her in.
If you wish.
He looks at the rest of you. I will take you up on your offer to assist.
Could you give us a moment?
Of course, I will. Looks like you need to rest.
Thank you.
We sun up, we go knoll hunting.
Let us hope we live through the night. And he exits the tent.
Everybody's gone from the tent except for us.
Well, Olivar is there.
Yeah, Olivar's
I mean,
there.
I suppose
Hey, man.
I suppose you could kick the elder out of his own
Nah,
tent.
man, you're good.
buddy.
You can hang out.
Could you give us 5?
This is your tent.
He's standing there. I mean,
Olivar.
yeah.
Is we like we mentioned before, all of us are extremely confused about how we got here, but
I was hoping to be there when you arrived,
yeah.
but the Ursaka thought it was best for us to move.
Well, the cave was crumbling
I think
when
that
we
was
arrived.
a good call.
Oh,
It was really
so it's begun.
yeah.
What?
Can you tell us more?
The change?
Yes.
Well, before we heard.
I have seen in my visions the world is changing. Ice melting, fire erupting from the ground, water receding into the land to where there is nothing but desert and wastes, swamps filling up with putrid water, and crops failing. And when he says crops failing, that hits hard to you.
What is causing it? What is causing all of this?
It would appear that the old ones have been angered.
The old ones.
Yes.
Who are the old ones?
All he does is he reaches down, squats down, which is quite the effort for him, puts his hand on the ground. This is the old one.
The ground?
The earth.
When you said fire erupting from the ground, you Saint feels almost like an acid reflex, like in the back of your throat, sort of like a fiery pit from your stomach. Continue.
And as he's touching the ground, again, the flaps open and that cold air comes in again, and standing before you with her head bowed, blood dripping from her eye, is Capre.
You are hurt.
She looks at him. What is of your concern?
Fair enough.
I wasn't expecting that response.
And
Sassy.
there is a long, pregnant pause.
All right, so
Anywho.
trying to wrap my head around this. The god of storms and the god of animals seems to have...
Thasia.
Yes, right.
Vatha.
Seems to have randomly selected 5 or 6 of us from all over.
Nothing is random.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
And decided that we're the ones to help you, help whomever, against the world ending? Really?
Well, I was chosen by my god. So why couldn't all of us have been chosen?
Yeah.
It happens.
It does happen. I'm feeling the rush of optimism from Saint. It does happen. All of us are here for a reason.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I am here and I was not supposed to be here, but please don't send me away. There is nowhere else to go. I'm sorry.
He will not send you away. It's against his code.
Thank you. Thank you. I will do whatever you need to do. I will help. I will help. Just don't send me back out there, please.
I think the best way to think of this is not that you were chosen, but that you chose to come.
I definitely didn't, though. I definitely didn't.
I might have.
I have other places I would definitely rather be.
I didn't think that my sister would be here. Of all places.
That kind of makes sense to me.
There's something that each of you are looking for.
Yeah.
You may not know it yet.
Got chills when you said that.
He speaks in code often.
Is there any way back?
What you got going on? You got a lot of stuff?
Quite a lot, yes, actually. It's not really any of your business, but yes, quite a lot.
You're so angry.
Yes, I am. Why aren't you?
Because, for better or worse, we're all here.
I'm sorry that
all
you had
chose
such a wonderful, flexible life that you could just be plucked out of it one day and dropped into God knows what, God knows where, with God knows who. But I don't.
Val, you don't know.
I don't
You
know.
haven't even asked me.
I know, but you'll just assume that I'm angry because of this. Why aren't you angry? This sucks.
What good does it do to be angry?
Anger doesn't get us anywhere.
I did. Yeah.
We all were doing something before we chose or were chosen to come here. But here we are. So now what?
And Val, I have to say, I am angry too. You're not the only one angry. I think that anger is a normal emotion.
Thank you.
We're allowed to be mad. We're allowed to be mad at stuff. I'm mad all the time.
I think it's okay to be angry. I think it's okay to be angry. I just don't know that it's okay to lash out at each other. We only have each other up to this point, and now we've hopefully made some new friends.
Yeah, you saved my life. So basically, like, if you need anything, Val.
It seems like you were right about some of them.
What?
They are like their own herd.
Perhaps.
Which is the shepherd?
I don't know.
Is that the leader? Can I be the leader?
Do all herds have shepherds?
In our kind, yes.
Can Saint and I co-leader? Is that possible?
Well, now that we can read each other's minds,
That's what I was thinking.
So
It's incredible.
convenient.
That is your choice.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Do we need a shepherd at this moment?
Based on what I see, you could use a leader.
Maybe it's a situational leader.
Maybe we take turns?
Oh, we're like a rotating leader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Perhaps
Night
it
watch.
is best if you rest.
Yeah, we're so tired.
You all seem like you've been through a lot.
Might Cartwright be allowed to sleep with us?
I'm afraid she must be banished. She has chosen her path.
Could she stay with us?
Be like roomies until she's banished.
If you are staying with the herd, she must stay outside of the herd. It is the way.
She spits on the ground and walks out.
Wait, Cartwright, wait. I have something I want to say. Does she stay?
She stops. She pauses. I cannot stay. I am sorry.
Before you leave, I respect your ways. Of course I do. I'm very blessed to be here and comforted by your company and everything you've offered us. But I just want to say that your ways, I know what it's like to have fear and feel like you can't act upon it, to be trapped inside that fear. And I also think that when someone is in danger, if you don't protect that person, or if you don't give them the tools they need to protect themselves, how is that not violence within itself? I think I might be able to express myself better in song, if I may, just quickly.
I will not stop you.
So she pulls out her lute.
Hey!
Is Is it an elephant-sized lute, or is it smaller and
It is an
very dainty?
elven-sized
It's
lute.
to scale.
Yeah, because lutes are bigger, right? Lutes are like
Yeah.
guitar
Before you
size.
jump into this, we have balloon. Toast and Sitar
Nice.
have a cosmic balloon, and the Wookiee King gave us a nature balloon.
Thank
Thank you guys.
Scoot my chair back a little bit. Okay. Here goes. I tend to have an easier time expressing myself in song. Peace on earth. Peace is the way. Carry my bones with the promise of change. Tell me what to do. Oh, tell me what I'm worth. Tell me why I'm sorry, and tell me why it hurts. You think by now we'd have it right. But I'm sent to kneel before the fight. I've never not been afraid. But I'm bleeding out the mercy I gave. I guess this wolf will stay inside this woolen cloak I've made. Doesn't feel good to hide inside of your fear. And I'm so sorry that you have to continue to do so.
You see blood from her eye and tears from the other seem to stream down her face, and she looks at you and says, "Meeting you has shown me that my fear is temporary. My ways are not his ways. And that is okay. But I do fear what the future holds." And she kind of looks outside the flap. "I will look for signs of gnolls. I will see you in the morning." And she walks out the tent.
I will give you some time alone. Know this. She was given multiple opportunities, but she chose violence. And he walks out and closes the flap behind him. And the five of you are left inside of the tent.
Ridiculous.
You can hear the Ursaka outside, and they're kind of they're making their rounds, and they're posting guard, and you can hear them kind of barking orders as far as what their approach is going to be, depending on if the gnolls attack at night, if they wait till the sun goes down, if the blizzard gets worse. You can hear them discussing tactics, and you can clearly tell that Brother Ursoon is the leader of the Ursaka.
Okay.
Grenlek appears to be the muscle, and Drek is the fixer. He's the guy that makes things. He's probably the one that made this tent, actually.
Cool. So there's 3 Ursaka, and then the rest are Ramhedë. Got it.
And there's about 20 Ramhedë,
Cool.
mainly women and children,
Okay.
with a couple older men, or male Ramhedë, and then Capre. A.G. McLeod, beautiful song, Jess. Gave us
Thank
a
you.
cosmic yam.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, A.G.
Thank
McLeod.
you.
And Angel Devilson gave us a balloon, a nature balloon.
Thank you.
That was very pretty, Jess.
That was
Yes.
So the 5 of you are left inside of this tent, some of you feeling better than others.
Is the tent solidly made in terms of like, is it patchy? Does it look
It's
like
patches of hides, but the poles themselves are logs, essentially, like long, thick logs that have been cleaned off. And then the hides have been draped over the top, and then you see several
lengths of rope that have been used as latching on the inside to keep it so that when the wind blows, the flaps don't go all over the place. It's crude, but effective. And it's mainly just to block the wind. It's not like it's a, full-on protective shelter.
Sure, I'm going to look at the skins draped kind of what I view as haphazardly over the top of these, and I'm going to cast Mend.
Okay.
In the hopes that it's going to repair the tent and give it a little bit more wind resistance.
Yeah, sure.
Are you zhuzhing?
What does your mend look like?
Of course you have mending.
Of course I have mending. So what's going to happen is he's going to pull a small needle out of his collar, which is always there, and he's going to thread it with like an invisible thread, and start here on his cuff.
Right.
And while he's doing this, anything that he had cast Mend upon is going to start being repaired. So it's like he's doing little embroidery on his cuff while the actual spell.
So cool.
So what you're essentially mending right now is the two pieces of fabric or hide that have been sewn together that are stretched so thin or beaten up to the point to where they're starting to pull apart. You cast Mend on that and it sutures it back together and tightens it up so that it protects from the wind even better than before.
Great.
Yeah.
This would have been so handy, Cristobal, earlier when we were trying to get off the side of the mountain and make things to fly with.
I cannot make things fly. I can only make things more whole, more beautiful, more sound.
Val is sitting, stewing in a corner.
You mentioned giants.
Yeah, frost giants, big ones.
You mentioned
huge,
angels.
scary, but beautiful.
You. This is all a lot. What do you want to do? Should we stay with these Ramhedë? Do we follow them to the dark woods?
Like it or not, out there we die alone.
I think tonight, we worry about tonight, Cristobal. We want to be warm. We want to be safe. Then tomorrow, we can worry about tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow we worry about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, your vibe is super different. You so many rings? Tell me about your life.
With my life?
Or just like stuff you're interested in. I don't know. What's your deal, man? I found you in a rock.
Yeah, we should just tuck in for the night, yeah? And you can tell us about where you're from?
Sure. I am from Phasirum.
Yep.
Phasirum. I almost did it. Phasirum.
Got it.
It is on the southern island. It is a beautiful place.
Oh.
I'm the court wizard of the Pharaohs.
It is not a lawyer.
No,
Yes.
it is someone who uses magic. It is a special position. It is inherited from father to son, or from mother to daughter, or however.
So you're really close to your family?
No, a bit, yes. My father and I had a good relationship, yes.
Insight check?
You don't.
Which you will also get.
You don't need to roll.
That was clearly not all the
Your passive insight's probably pretty good anyway.
But it is nothing like here. There are no animus. I have only read about you in books and scrolls.
Wait, there's none of us?
No, he is rare where I am from.
You're rare?
I mean, my whole family are dragonborn. They all look like I do, but yeah, sort of.
What is it that you are looking for?
I am looking for a way home.
But what were you looking for before you got sent here?
Looking? I must be one of the ones who did not know they were looking for something, because I was very happy with my life.
Insight check.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Saint, you have advantage from Goofus McDorkle.
Thank you. And rolling it straight roll.
Cristobal, you have advantage from, yes.
Natural one.
Never mind. Cristobal, you don't even have to roll.
Sounds very true.
I want to say, I do want to say, by the way, I feel like it took like at least 20 or 30 episodes for us to roll our first insight check on each other in campaign 1. Much more suspicious now.
I see you looking at me. And it's like, I'm sorry. I do not mean to be quite so unsettled. I am just very out of my element. The Osaka said he would tear my head off.
Oh, that's just a figure of speech. You're not around a lot of Animus. When people say stuff like, I'll tear your heart out, I'll claw your eyes out, I'll gouge you with my talons, that doesn't mean anything.
Isn't this your first day on the surface?
I'm just talking about my house.
Oh, okay. Got it.
If they are the warriors charged to protect the Ramhedë, yes?
Sounded like it, I guess.
Sounds like it, yeah.
And they wanted our help to do this?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel really weird about it, you guys.
What do you feel?
I don't know. I mean, in my experience, it never really pays off to stay anywhere for very long.
That sounds really sad.
Thanks.
I don't mean it like that. I just mean that sounds sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it can be. It can also be really fun. You see lots of different places and meet lots of different people.
And what is it that you were looking for before we were brought here?
Oh, I was going back home to find my family.
Did you misplace them?
No, I don't actually know what happened. Fully. I know it sounds really weird. I think I kind of misplaced them. I don't know. I kind of fell asleep for a little while, and by sleep I meant I hit my head, and I just don't remember where my family is.
So, was it memory loss, or did you wake up and they were gone?
I don't know.
Oh.
Do you remember what they look like?
No.
Are they elves?
Yes.
All right. How old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
I think I'm 160.
That's so cool.
Wow, so how long do you think you were asleep after you fell and hit
I
your
also
head?
could just be 25. I don't know. Time is really weird.
Time is a bit weird, I would say, all over the North Island.
Not that weird, though. 25 and 160.
Yeah, but I was wandering around the Feywild, and it's pretty funky there. So
The Feywild?
Sorry, what?
yeah,
I read about that in a book.
yeah. I haven't read that book.
Incredible. So you're looking for your family?
I am, and yeah.
I'm so sorry. Feywild, common knowledge of Feywild?
There is no common knowledge.
Right.
You can certainly roll.
Can I make an arcane check?
It would be either Arcana or History. It's up to you.
I would like to
Someone
make
gets
an
a +3 to history. I will roll history, actually.
Okay, so we're using the card.
Can I decide if I'm going to use it after I roll it?
No.
Damn. All right, I will use it now. Yes.
Okay.
What does that mean? What are
You have advantage from Bane Dead,
Thank you, Bane
but
Dead.
then countered by Mind Liquor. Somebody changed their username.
This episode.
Immediate consequences for things I say.
Cristobal,
Come on, dude.
you got advantage from Chafrikas.
That one.
Chafrikas.
That one.
All right, I'll let you save the card.
Okay, thank you.
Can I roll too?
I was gonna say
Wait, so what are you guys rolling for exactly?
How
what
much
they
you
know about the
Feywild?
Feywild.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get? Oh, are you rolling
Oh,
too?
I decided to roll yes.
Otto, you have advantage from Chafrikas as well.
Yes,
Thank you. Chafrikas.
Oh my god.
Anybody? Anybody?
This dice does not like me. Dice jail. 5.
22.
Thank goodness.
This is why you have me. This is why you have me.
Goodness.
My book about the Feywild
read-
is coloring book.
You've read the book that she read on the Feywild and the other 9 volumes that came after that. You know what the Feywild is. It's a realm that is parallel to this realm, meaning that if you're in the woods in this realm, if you're in that same spot in the Feywild, it would be a massive jungle or redwood forest. It would be a elevated version thereof. But one of the things that I said in KoKo's Session 0, which I think is the best explanation on the Feywild, is that The Feywild is a living, breathing place, complete with emotions. So the brook is not just a babbling brook, it's a brook that feels and decides which way it wants to flow. The tree could be angry one day and happy the next and can talk to you. It's every fairy tale that you've ever heard about fairies and nymphs and dryads and redcaps and the Seelie and the Unseelie court. You've never been, but you know that a lot of magic is actually derivative of elven magic, which is derivative of fey magic. So that's kind of the link that you get. And she starts to make, they start to make a lot more sense to you now that you know how much time KoKo has spent in the Feywild. And it also makes sense when KoKo says, I don't know how old I am, and I don't remember very much, because the Feywild can do that. You can be in the Feywild for a minute, and when you get back into the real world, 10 years has passed. You can be in the Feywild and then come back into the real world and not remember anything from before or after your time spent in the Feywild.
Score!
25, 160.
And as far as your research has told you, for the last 300 years, no one has been able to go there or come back.
So you said you read
Yeah,
a
and
book,
it
right?
is an abridged version that turned into a coloring book.
Right. So I'm gonna turn to
Kitty's
Otto and
first
say,
Feywild.
so you read Fairy-Wig's Feywild Field Guide as well, yes? Volumes 1 through 10?
I read Fuzzy Wig's Upside Down Land coloring with crayons.
I didn't get that edition, but I must say I'm very impressed with you. To live in such a chaotic environment, to have such a constantly changing life, it makes complete sense. She does not know her age. It could be as 1 second there could be 10 years here.
Wow.
What is more, I do not know of anyone in all of my studies that has been to the Feywild and returned safely.
Wow.
All of Farragut's work was hypothetical.
Well, you brought back from the Feywild here?
Kind of? I'm having a hard time remembering a little bit about what happened. There was this lady with this hair and this, I don't know, it was changing. It's very emotional. And then I went into this portal, there was this tree. I don't know, you guys.
That's okay.
Did you guys see the same lady with the same crazy hair?
No.
You said you were in the woods. Yes, you were following your sister, you say?
I was not in the woods, but I was following my sister.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did
Did
not
she
mean
have
to.
crazy hair?
She has the same exact hair as me.
Oh.
Yes.
It's very nice.
You'd know it if
Thank
it was
you.
Saint. I mean, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then what about you, Val? What were you looking for?
What happened right before you?
I don't know. What was I looking for? That's a very big, complicated question. I don't know.
Love, money.
I mean, money's nice. I'll always take money.
But were you looking for it?
Not actively, no. At the moment that I was whisked away, I was looking, honestly, to be left alone.
I mean, just looking at you, your whole situation, you seem like you're a hero of sorts.
You are?
Thank you.
Very brave.
No, that's very, very kind. Thank you so much. No, I'm not. I'm just a... Look, my family is fairly important. That Dragonborn family you were talking about, yeah, that's my family.
It was you.
There is a town named after my family.
What? The whole town named after our family?
No.
Are you kidding?
No, it's just word spreads in court, and there is a famous Dragonborn family up
My
in
family
Lunaris.
name is Lunaris. My full name is Valcorio Lunaris. There is a town called Lunarum, named after my family, named after my great ancestors.
Wow.
Wouldn't it be
whole
crazy
town.
if we were related?
That would be extremely crazy, but maybe not for the reasons that you're thinking of.
I think
just
we
saying,
might be
you never
related.
know. Really?
We could be.
Oh.
I'm half wood elf.
Oh.
I come from the Willowstep tribe.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Now that she says that, noticing how quick she moves and despite her size, this all starts to click a little bit for you.
You are very agile. And I was so impressed back there with how I could not even hear your footsteps when we were walking very quickly trying to sneak through the, you know.
Thank you. It helps to not wear armor.
Oh, yeah. I bet that does help.
You were looking for your sister, you said?
Yes, my twin sister Sansa.
Is that the last thing you remember before this? I'm assuming Stormborn, storms. We all got.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, yeah, it felt like a storm.
And you were looking for what?
Me? Oh, I wasn't looking for anything. I was, so I am not a great liar. I mean, I'm a very good liar, but not when I am.
Are you lying now?
You're not a great liar.
You'll never know. No, I'm not lying now. I'm being honest. Basically, I was, a little scout. You know, I live underground. My whole family were Owlins, and, we have a very important job, and that is to protect our underground. And I've been to the surface, I want to say, well, this is like the biggest time, but there was like that's my voice. I like forgot what my voice was. Oh, there it is. I was like, what is this? All right, there it is. Oh God.
Oh, wow.
So it's deeper.
I actually thought you had changed your voice because of the eating of the leaf. And your exhaustion got away. And I was super impressed.
I was like, oh.
Boom!
Yeah,
Cleared up your sinuses.
I was like, she had a cold. Now she
That was
doesn't.
good. No, this is it, you guys. Oh God. I was a scout and I was protecting my underground. What I was saying is this is the first full time. I've been to the surface 0.5 times when I had fled the nest. That's our first peek into the surface world.
And then you got sucked into a portal.
Yes.
Was the lady with the crazy hair there?
No.
What was there?
When I was sucked up?
Yes.
Well, there was just a firestorm. Just sometimes, I don't know, do you guys hang out underground very often?
No.
No? You don't know what underground's like?
Just an occasional
I
nice
do a little
basement
bit.
or something.
Okay.
but No.
I do a little bit.
So here's the thing about underground. Underground, there's its own weather, all right? So one of the things, a weather phenomena that happens underground is an underground firestorm. So that is what swept me up. It was just an underground firestorm. Sometimes we get wind, like rushing wind, but it's not very cold down there. It's very warm.
Is that how you got that?
Yeah, the underground firestorm.
You got burned.
I got burned real bad.
What do I know about underground water?
Do you want to roll like a nature check?
Underground weather.
I'd like to know what I know about.
So, Cristobal, you have advantage from Red Robin 1972.
Thank you, Red Robin.
And KoKo, you have advantage from Angel Devilson.
Oh, thank you.
And you're rolling nature.
Not 20.
I did the same thing twice.
Did. It's a 0.
Just 22.
Yeah.
23.
So smart. Of course it would be.
Yeah,
Sounds
Wait,
like
that I
you know that there's no weather
Sounds possible,
underground
just a-
unless you're talking about like the Underdark or something like that,
Sure.
which is a whole other realm. But even then, it's not really weather.
Maybe in volcanic there might be.
Yeah, but it's
even
not
then-
weather,
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah,
it's-
absolutely.
Yeah, he could be referring to just the natural heat bubbling up.
Sure.
If he lives in like a volcanic area, but there's no such thing as weather underground.
Got you.
Yeah.
I have heard of these firestorms. It is impressive that you have survived one.
Yes. It is incredibly impressive. Thank you so much for noticing.
Of course, you must be quite resilient.
I am resilient. I have to be. As the first to flee the nest, I have a large responsibility placed on my shoulders. I was going to the surface, selected because of the firstness of it all, and So my job is to find out as much as I can so I can bring it back.
Oh, you're gonna have some stories.
I have so many stories. Shows you like a journal of like
written with the crayons that you.
yeah, it's just color pencils.
I mean, do these Stormborn, I mean, I know none of us know, but do we get to go home whenever we do whatever they want us to do? Because, I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken sending spell. Records don't exist. But, I mean, I assume you would like to find your sister. I would like to do some things as well.
Like be alone.
Yeah, by yourself? You could do that here. You could just.
You might die in the process.
No, I don't want you
You'd be quite alone.
You don't have to be alone. You come look for my family with me.
That's very kind of you, thank you. But no, I
Might make you happy.
I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm looking for. For a while, I just wanted to be alone.
That's a big mood.
But my family, not to go into too many details, my family is not in a good way. So I would like to make sure they're all right, and then I would probably just like to go off somewhere nice on a beach and have a drink.
Is that where you're from?
That sounds very nice. I don't have beaches, no,
Oh,
but
no.
that sounds very nice, and I understand. I have seen quite a bit of magic here. Magic that I did not know existed on the North Island. If there is magic like what I have seen, it is very possible there are spells or even magical artifacts that might help us to get back home. Get you all back to where you are from, to what you are seeking. And I don't know if you noticed this, but Alivar is a powerful Ramhedë. To have those implements just on his person. We are in the middle of the Arctic and he has green leaves in his pouches?
Good point.
I also thought that was strange.
Yes, perhaps what we need to do is stay on the good side of the Ramhedë. And if we do this, and I understand that our views and our beliefs and our principles may be very different from theirs, but at least maybe they could give us some information, some knowledge, something that could get us home, or at least on track to find what we need to find.
Well, none of us are really looking for home, are we?
Yes.
I'm looking for home.
You said you wanted to be alone.
Yeah, but I would like to go home first. I would like to make sure that my family's all right, and then I'd like to be alone.
I'm looking for home. I said I was looking for home. I just don't know where that home is.
Oh, I thought you were looking for your family.
Oh, yeah, but our family's kind of home.
A home is a place. A cave.
Either way.
But I agree with you.
Or
I agree with you, Cristobal. I agree that, I mean, no matter what we may think or believe, if we decide to reject our hosts, we're pretty much literally out in the cold.
And some of these spells let people find things. Find people, find places, find items.
Really?
Yes, so staying with...
I'm staying with you.
And I'm staying
good.
with you, and
I
I'm
think
staying
it's
with you.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, look, I'm sorry that I shouted at you earlier, but I, as you could tell, I'm not much good in the outdoors, and you seem to know what you're doing.
I know a little bit.
It's impressive.
Yeah, that was really impressive. You're really good.
So, I mean, look, please don't take any of this personally. I'm not very happy that we're here, but if it wasn't for the group of you, we'd all be dead up on that mountain. So thank you for that, I guess.
We are very resilient.
We are really resilient.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So now I have to ask the question. What happens should violence come upon us while we're here? Because the Ramhedë...
The tent flaps blow open.
Why'd you have to say that, Jess? No, I'm kidding.
And the blizzard gets far, far worse because we have a sprouted potato. Purchased by our own Aegis 13.
You Aegis 13.
Which makes the blizzard worse.
Oh, no.
Great. It is now significant. So while you are inside of the tent, you are okay, but as soon as you step outside of the tent, you will be in a full-blown blizzard.
Yay.
It also unlocks our Nature Tier 1 card, rank 1. This is entitled, Have You Been Working Out?
Oh, yeah.
One lucky player, chosen by the Watchers, receives max hit dice on their HP the next time they level up.
Oh, that's
We're-
a good one.
We're gonna go to break. This is our intermission. Gord the Rogue, if you're out there and you're listening, we would love to do a poll on Twitch. deciding out of these 5 players, when they level up, which will be soon,
Oh.
which player, one player or one character, gets max roll on their hit points when they level up.
We have the giveaway as well.
And we also have the giveaway. Thank you.
Of course, want to make sure we didn't forget. If we're going to break right now, okay, your code word.
Is
Yes.
camera
Camera on Jess.
There it is.
green leaf. Put green leaf in the chat only once, and you'll be entered into the drawing.
Space? No space?
No space, just
Okay.
green leaf, all one word, and you'll be entered for the drawing. I'm looking at it now.
Our ascot cam. That's our ascot cam to replace our chest hair cam from last week.
The green leaf will get rid of your allergies.
It's
Love it.
spelled GREENLEAF.
Enter it only once in chat, and you will be entered to win a $50 gift card to Die Hard Dice.
We also have a balloon. It's a cosmic balloon, but it's purchased by Nature Balloon.
This is getting confusing.
Yes, these usernames are fascinating.
Mind games.
Love it.
Thank you so much for the support. We're going to take a brief intermission, but don't go away because there's a lot more planned in the second half.
Uh-oh.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to the show. So during our break, I've been told that Astral is the winner of the $50 Die Hard. Yeah, no, please.
Die Hard Dice gift card to Astral. We love you, Astral. I'm so glad it was you.
Yeah,
Yes.
and there's one more way to win a gift card.
Correct.
If you are a Patreon member of any tier, you are already entered. So if you're on the edge and you're thinking about joining our Patreon, now is the time to do it, because I am going to be sweetening the deal. Not only will you get the $50 gift card, but you will also be getting a poster that's signed by the cast.
What?
That I will be shipping out to whoever wins on our Patreon. So if you live outside of the United States, that might make it a little bit tricky, but we'll come up with something.
We'll figure it out.
The poster is just a headshot of Jared, by the way. It's just Jared's headshot.
Yeah. Well, I want everybody to sign it. I want it to be personal.
So it'll be your headshot that we see.
Yes, sure. That got really weird.
I got the forehead.
Yeah. So, I forgot. Also, during the break, you all voted who gets to get a full hit dice worth of hit points when they level up, which is so sweet. And you chose Val as the winner.
Nailed it.
Which is really smart, because he's the fighter, so he gets a full 10 hit points. I see what you did there.
Yep.
Thank you.
Watchers, I see
13 actually with my con bonus.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nicely done.
So we now need to attack Val first.
Oh, gosh. All this really means is we increase the CR. So thank you.
But all of these cards are great ideas that come from you. So if you want to go to our website because you have a great idea for a force card, whether it's nature or cosmos, what is our website, Jess?
TheDungeonRun.tv.
Thanks, Jessica.
She's done that.
And we also have balloons. 4 balloons from Vein Dead. Thank you, Vein Dead. Speaking of Vein Dead, you're all freezing. No,
Your veins are dead. Come out.
Yeah.
25 points of exhaustion.
No.
So, wow.
It's only 6. I don't, you just do it 4 times. It's fine.
I'm terrified of the day that Surena ever.
I know. Seriously.
10 points of exhaustion.
Could imagine your one shot.
You all start with 12 points of exhaustion.
No. So let's get back into it, shall we? So you're still in the tent. The blizzard winds kicked up because they're at a significant level now. Next level is major, which will be interesting. And it's cold. And the wind is blowing. The snow is now starting to come down because it's a blizzard. And you see it starting to build up around the tent. And the Ramhedë are all still huddled together out front. They're used to this, but you do notice that not the Ursoon, not the polar bear Ursaka, but the 2 brown bear Ursaka, Grenlick. What is it?
Not taiga. Taiga. No,
Taiga.
brown bears are taiga.
Grenlick, Mighty Claw, and Drek, the Fixer. You see them starting to, even they are, starting to bristle. And yeah, so you're still inside this tent, and it's not nighttime or anything, but you are all exhausted.
You can also hear that as the storm gets stronger, for those of you who are very perceptive, such as KoKo, you can start to hear. There's still the yipping and the gnarling and the growling, but it almost as if as the storm increases, so does their
fervor,
hunt and fervor.
Yeah.
Right.
Does anyone have anything we can close the flaps with?
Do you have that needle?
Of course I do, always.
Maybe you can sew us up in here for like a nap.
I have no thread.
Oh.
I can try and take some off of my coat. I will try and take some off of my coat.
We've lost enough.
Your coat will understand, I think.
Hopefully. I'm going to try and take some of the thicker embroidered thread from my coat.
Sure.
To
Do you have any kind of skill that would help you in this?
Anything
at all?
I love the fashionista didn't take any fashion skills.
No.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Cristobal would have somebody do
Someone
it for
made
him.
all my stuff. Not really, no. Sleight of hand, because I'm doing it so deftly.
To take the thread?
Well, he's no. It's not taking the thread. It's taking the thread to the tent and trying to sew it up. That's what I'm having him roll for.
So you're not actually mending it, or are you?
I can't really.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
not
mendable
fixing it.
because it's not.
right,
it's not
'cause
that
it's
it
not
tore
supposed
apart.
to.
Right,
Well,
okay.
it did tear apart, but it's not that it tore apart at the seams. It's just that the flaps opened.
Right.
Is there anything in the tent other than us?
Bags of food,
Ah.
primarily like dried fish or potatoes or root vegetables, things that would last.
Oh.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you please.
So with potatoes are very heavy.
Yeah.
I'd like to, because the Orsaka need to come inside at some point. I don't want to
Yeah.
maybe sew us up, and then if they get so cold,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
might freeze and die. So getting a sack of potatoes, a weighty bag of
Sure.
potatoes, and just weighting the flap down.
Yeah.
So it doesn't float
Yeah.
up.
You don't even have to roll for that.
Flop up.
It doesn't flow. I like the
Doesn't
flow.
flop up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fluba.
By the way, what I was going to say is if there's no one else in the tent right now and there's bags of food, and knowing that we don't have much rations, Val will definitely take some dried fish and some potatoes and stuff them in his bag.
Sure. You can
Not a lot.
You can certainly take some of their food.
I'm gonna.
You
take
did just get a good berry, so you're actually not hungry.
You're all good.
But you can take some
Great
of their
berry.
food. I will say this: it's the only food that they have.
I mean, I'm not taking a lot to be like a jerk. Just
Val, I don't know if we can take that food. We haven't even asked. They barely offered us anything.
Honestly, these people, if we were to ask them for something, they'd probably give it to us. But if we were to steal from them, the bear with the ripping off of the head. I know it's not something they do.
No, that would make sense. They would totally rip our faces off if we stole from them.
Because before you said
But
they
like for
would not
real.
do that. That was
no,
the thing.
no. But well, I'm just saying
They'll totally do that.
that it's like if somebody unwarranted, no. But like if somebody
Stole their food?
stole their food,
Fine.
the ripping.
The rules here are
putting the
very
fish
confusing. There are very confusing rules on your island. I'm just going to say that. Can I huddle up against Saint, who's the biggest one?
Sure.
Just like
That's a really good idea, Crystal.
Sure. So you put the potato bag on the flap.
Yeah.
You no longer have to sew anything because there's weight on it.
oh,
so
thank
you
God,
don't-
my coat.
You all huddle up. You put back most
Put
of the
back
food.
the food.
Yeah. And then what?
Nap time.
I would like to
It's
sleep, yeah.
your exhaustion.
Yeah.
The Ramhedë had a really good idea. They were all huddled.
It's not night yet.
Yeah, we should all.
It is
huddle.
not. But it's also like category 2 blizzard.
Right.
So, I mean, there's not a lot of sunlight or anything.
I'm doing better than most, so I will let them kind of rest. But I'll duck my head out if everybody
Sure.
like tucks up. And just,
Sure.
Don't sleep.
Yeah, I cuddle next to Saint on the other side. So you have Cristobal, and then you have Otto.
So everybody uses Saint as a body pillow? Is that what's happening?
I mean, yeah.
If anyone was to be the most welcoming of that, I feel like it would be Saint. They'd be like, this is great, I'm back.
A Saint body pillow.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna be working on that one. Saint body pillow coming up. Okay.
Don't forget the tusks that come out.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe the tusks go like this and they hold
I will make
somebody's
sure that I
neck
can
pillow.
custom order all these
Yeah.
things from our merch store.
Yeah.
That we have tusks that come out of the body pillow. How you're gonna sleep on a body pillow with tusks, we'll figure it out.
sounds like
Or pour Ron.
So we're down for a nene?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't for a night.
A nene. So the four of you go nene, and you're going outside?
I will at least start to poke my head outside. I mean, does
Sure.
it look like the Ursaka are on patrol, or what are they doing?
They look like they're keeping watch, but I will give you an observation roll to notice something very specific.
Perception.
Okay.
Sorry, perception. Dang it.
He's DM so much 3.5.
I mean, when you stick your head out, Drek's right there like, boy.
Val, you have advantage from Daddy Bob.
Makes sense with the
I know
mustache.
who you are. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Thank goodness.
You have advantage.
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought that's a 17.
Okay. So something that you notice is that Ursoon and Grenlick, not so much Drek, but Ursoon and Grenlick seem to constantly be checking in with Bolivar. And even when Capre is a little bit a ways away, and even when maybe one of the younger Ramhedë gets up and starts to meander away, and the mama has to get up and go grab the child and bring it back to the herd, they don't care. They seem to be hyper-focused on Olivar.
Interesting.
To the point to where if Olivar gets up and moves, they move. And they track him.
So they're like his personal bodyguards, or is it a little more aggressive?
You don't know.
Okay. But Drek
Drek is just sort of hanging out.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, when you poke your head out of the... Huh? Oh.
Drek.
Yeah.
Drek, right?
Yes.
Back there by the mountains, we fought something that, like, was sort of demon-ish.
Oh.
Is there a lot of that around here?
Knowles?
No, the knoll was riding like a hyena thing. It was sort of a large, and it had like a black viscous grossness coming out of it.
Ursoon said, Lycro? Lucro.
Lucrota, I think I heard someone call it.
That sounds right.
But anyway, demons.
Yes.
Are there demons around?
Oh, yeah.
Is it normal?
You killed one?
I mean, yeah, I did.
Ooh.
It was pretty cool. I jumped up on its back and I shot it right in the back.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
I mean, it was. It was
You
either
are
us or
brave.
them, you know. I mean, thank you.
Oh, no, I was asking.
What?
You are brave?
Oh. I mean, I don't know. Sort of, I guess.
I did not sound brave.
Thanks. If you get me in the right, if you get me in the right situations, I suppose.
What is your name?
My name is Valcorio.
Oh. I have never seen one of your kind before.
I mean, I only saw one of your kind earlier today, so.
It is new for both of us, then.
Indeed.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry, not good with conversation.
It's fine. You're not bad at it either.
Oh, thank you. Better at making.
Well, if any of those gnolls or whatever, I'm gonna go back inside, but you can come get me.
You jump and stab again.
I mean, if the situation calls for it, yeah.
I will throw you.
Oh. Ask me before you do that, but yeah, I mean, maybe.
Can I throw you?
Well, not right now. Maybe later.
I mean, when happen?
Sure. Ask me then too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. We'll be here if you need me.
Great talking to you.
Yeah.
You notice that the fur around his face has started to freeze.
You all right?
I don't understand what you asked.
I mean, you look pretty cold.
It is blizzard.
Yes. Anyway, okay, all right. I mean, get me if the gnolls show up, I guess.
I will.
Thanks.
Go back inside?
Yeah.
They're out.
Yeah.
Cristobal like curled up in Saint's lap, like he's very small, little ball.
How long does KoKo need to sleep?
You only have to trance for 4 hours. Thank you for reminding me, Elf.
Yeah.
They're an elf.
Yeah, that's fun. That'll be interesting.
What does KoKo trancing look like?
Oh, man.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Are we like...
Kicking their legs like they're running.
Val sees this love puddle or whatever is going on.
Warmth puddle.
Warmth puddle between the four of them, and KoKo looks half awake like that.
Listening to the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like she has
Woodstock 99.
music playing in her head while she sleeps.
Val
or
does
trances.
not cuddle up, but he doesn't stay too far away either, and just sort of.
By the way,
tries to close
you
his eyes.
still, your scales are still locked up, and like I said before, you've never experienced anything like this before in your life. You've never been in a climate that's been this cold before.
It's so cold that half of your face lost its hair.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Half of Morgan's face. Yeah, actually, I will take a moment to sort of just poke and prod at my own scales. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
They, as bizarre as it sounds, it's almost like the scales have shifted so that they're locked, as opposed to facing parallel to one another. They shift sideways like that to where they almost create like a fish scale pattern. But what that ends up doing is it makes all of your movements that you're used to being very dexterous and flexible much more stiff and blocky.
And even over time, it's draining of energy. Like it's hard, it's not like you're getting exhausted, but it's definitely as if you've got a muscle that's tense constantly.
True. It's like you're turtling up.
Weird. Okay, so actually, I think given that, then Val will probably get a little self-conscious and draw his sword and just be kind of like practicing, maneuvers and everything in the tent by himself quietly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Are you?
No, I mean just.
Are you making noise?
No, I don't think I am. I think I'm literally.
I think you're
just
making noise.
Probably a little bit, but I don't think I'm going ha. Nothing.
I'll be
like
nice
that.
and say that they're so tired that it won't matter that you're making noise.
Right,
and they
just
don't
a
wake
little
up.
bit,
Yeah.
just because that's weird, and I think Val's dexterity and
Sure.
his fluidity is I think part of what he thinks makes him good at what he does.
Yeah.
So that would bother him for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You feel stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Val is just stretching.
Yeah. He's a fighter. He can't do magic like you all weirdos.
I've never been this cold before. What is happening? I don't understand.
We got a sprouted potato. The most perfect username for sprouted potatoes, Idaho Judd.
Makes
sense.
sense.
Thank you so much, Idaho Judd. We're that much closer to a nature tier 2 card. Okay, so are you going to sleep?
Yeah,
Eventually?
Eventually.
Okay.
After about 20
Yeah,
minutes
you
of
got
that.
tuckered out.
Great. So we spoke about this little Patreon poll that I put up.
Yeah.
And now is the time to do what was in the Patreon poll. So I am going to ask Adam and Morgan and Kari to please leave the room. We're going to have a secret room.
What?
With the mind
with,
melders?
with the mind linkers.
Okay, but I'm taking my wine.
I was like, wait, well, Morgan's the one who got the.
No, this was the Patreon
Yeah,
poll.
this is the Patreon poll. Yeah, so this
careful.
is what they asked for.
All right.
So go.
Well,
So you're asleep, both of you. In the Patreon poll, we asked who was going to receive a vision.
You know what I mean? Just like.
And they chose Saint. But because you're linked mentally with Otto, Otto is going to witness your vision. And there will be moments where you can interject, where you can say something or do something, and Ron's going to facilitate that. So, Saint, you go into a very deep, deep slumber, the deepest sleep you've had in years. And the first thing you notice is that there is no smell and that you're in darkness. You awaken. You're laying on cold, hard ground. Not ice, just rock, little bits of gravel at your fingertips. Off in the distance, you hear a thump, thump, thump. Drums. Deep, far. You're not sure how far away.
Thump, thump,
It's almost like you feel them more than you hear them.
bum, 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 bum.
You rise, and you start to make your way towards that sound. And in front of you is a lake. You remember this lake. It's the lake that you just walked past the edge of. In fact, you even remember a divot in the rock that you walked past not long ago, which was snow-capped before, but in this vision, it's more rocky and icy. Lake is still frozen. You hear these drums. What would you like to do?
I'm completely alone.
Yes. You look around, and in fact, it's just open expanse. You look over your shoulder, and you see the mountain. Rossig.
Do the drums sound menacing or inviting, or neither?
They sound almost like the drums that you would expect to hear if somebody was trying to keep time when they're laboring over something.
I mean, I guess I'll head towards the drums.
Okay. You start to walk that direction, and some horrible pain begins to build in your stomach, and then in your chest, and then in your throat. And you feel like you're gonna vomit, and you do. But instead of vomiting food or drink, you vomit a sparrow into your hand.
The sparrow seems to wake and shake its feathers. And you can see, you've seen the sparrow before. On its crown is a crown of thorns around its head. And it looks at you almost shocked. And it says, "There you are. I've been looking for you. I have a message. What is fear to those who fly free?" And the sparrow, you see it twist and turn until its head snaps and it falls dead in your hands.
Aitha?
The body crumbles into dust, blown away in the wind.
And as you look down at your hand, it's blue and large. The sparrow looks like a speck in the middle of it.
What do I do now? What is fear to those who are free? I am not afraid. I am not afraid!
And you hear a from the distance, and swooping in another sparrow, no crown, lands on your shoulder, sitting ever so nicely.
Hello, who are you?
From your vision, you are looking up and you see this very tall, beautiful, but striking blue-skinned woman. Long white hair and braids with a crown. The crown looks like blue teeth as sharp as daggers sticking straight up. You've seen her before. You've seen her frozen in a block of ice. And on one shoulder, she has the skull of a dragon and hides across her chest. You can't help but look at her with equal amounts of awe and fear because of how powerful she is. She's wielding this staff with a large blue gem in it. And as she's holding the staff, she waves the staff in front of her, and you, switching back to you, your vision coalesces and an illusionary wall disappears in front of you. And as that illusionary wall disappears, you now see a dwarven stronghold in front of you. You see a tall tower. You see a long metal building. You see a huge stone wall. But you also see dead dwarves face down in the snow. You can't help but smile when you see the dead dwarves.
The sparrow speaks from your shoulder.
War.
you showing me this? Why are you showing me these horrible things?
War.
Why? Why am I smiling? I don't want to smile. I don't like what I see.
You're winning. This is victory.
That's what I feel.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. You still hear the drums in front of you, by the way. And the wall to you is a joke. It's a wall meant for people. You are a giant.
Is the bird still on my shoulder?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Is this what is to come or what has already happened?
Both. Continue.
Continue. Continue. Continue what? And she looks down at the rest of her body.
Beautiful. I mean, you're wearing... This is what you're wearing. We didn't get a video. Dang.
This is really cool. Okay, wait, what if I go into the chest cam?
Oh, yes.
Is there a chest cam?
Get in there.
Yeah, can we get the ascot camera?
Yeah. Can I get this into the...
Ascot camera.
Oh, there it is.
Turn her.
Oh.
This is who you are. The body you see as your own.
And you feel the power. This is more power than you've ever had, ever, in your entire life.
So, is Saint still feeling her true feelings right now of the horror?
It's mixed.
Okay.
It's mixed. That's why I said you can't help but smile, because I know Saint wouldn't smile seeing a bunch of dead dwarves.
Yeah.
She would.
This pleases her.
Is this why the gods have sent us here?
Continue.
Continue.
War.
Continue with the war. I don't understand.
Continue.
Continue. Continue where? With the Stormborn?
Both.
Is this my task?
Continue.
Are you Aitha?
Continue.
I don't know what to do.
Continue.
I don't know what to do.
Continue.
I don't know what to do.
Continue.
Why are you saying continue? I don't want to see it anymore.
War.
Saint closes her eyes and tries to escape from this nightmare.
The drums get louder.
Now you hear boulders raining from the sky upon the wall.
You hear people crying for help.
Continue.
Saint tries to rip the clothing off of her, the cloak, the throws the staff, whatever she's wearing
Sure.
from the storm giant.
Sure. Yeah, you throw the staff down, tear the clothes off. Sure.
I don't want this, but it feels good, but I don't want it.
You realize that even tossing the cloak, tossing the staff, the power that reverberates in you feels godly.
I'm not the right person for this. I'm not. I don't have the answers. Just tell me what to do. Just tell me what to say.
Watch.
Okay.
You start walking forward at that point, and the wall that I spoke of earlier rises up out of the ice, and it's massive. The wall is actually tall enough to keep you out, covered in runes, beautiful runes, some dwarven, some in a form of language that we'll say is indigenous to your people. And as you're looking at these runes,
when familiars get talk back, right? They're warning you.
It's all right.
It's fine.
So the wall that's in front of you is covered in runes, and some of them are dwarven, which you don't really recognize, and some of them are in giant. Similar, but different. And you're just about ready to start to read them or understand them when your fist comes forward out of the blue and strikes the middle of the wall, and it shatters with immense force, and a huge blast of energy flows from you. The wall splits, cracks, and crumbles apart. And as that happens, shouting from behind you gets louder. You look over your shoulder and you see frost giants, huge, massive figures hurling rocks, boulders, balls of ice, whatever they have, spears up into the air, and it's raining down on the opposite side. You gesture forward and they charge, pouring through this wall like water. There are dwarves there. These dwarves are wearing magnificent armor. It's almost glimmering how beautiful their armor and weapons are. But they are no match for the sheer force of the frost giants. And they break rank, and you see them split and start to flee. A cart pulled by a mule that's loaded with ammo and siege weaponry blows apart with one of these boulders, and a spear lances straight through that mule, killing it instantly. You continue walking forward, and you see this tower. You see this long metal building, and you see a ring of dwarves circled around the base of the tower, chanting. And you can't help but smile, knowing that you're going to win. They are no match for you.
The sparrow begins to fly from your shoulder towards the tower.
Follow.
Okay.
It flies higher and higher, finally reaching the third story of the tower and disappearing into a window.
The dwarves at the base continue to beat on hand drums. These were the drums that you heard. And they continue chanting, casting some sort of ritual, but you know it's useless. You know it's completely pointless to resist. And you feel something reverberating from inside of that metal building, but it's of no consequence. You continue moving forward and you gesture, and those same frost giants unleash their boulders and throw their spears, and the dwarves that are in the circle start to drop. And then, as if it couldn't get any worse, you feel this energy pour forth out of you, and words come out of your mouth that you don't know, that you don't
in a language
understand.
You have never heard.
Right. And the ice beneath the tower begins to break and bubble. Black ooze starts to seep up out of the ice And as soon as it gets up and out of the ice and touches the air, as soon as it touches the air, it bursts into flames. Flames hotter than you've ever seen before in your entire life.
Encircling the tower, you, and the entire area around you.
All of the dwarves scream out in pain in unison and are immediately snuffed out by this crude, bubbling black ooze.
It's rising as everything else seems to also be sinking at the same time. It begins to rise up around your ankles, to your knees, to your waist, to your chest. You can't move. Nothing that you do can stop you from this black crude bubbling up now to your neck, around your ears, around your face, towards your eyes, into your mouth, choking you as if fire is burning you from inside and out. And as the last image you see, as your eyes begin to melt,
you look up at the sky, and there's 2 moons. You've only ever seen one. Now there's 2. They begin to circle and turn and twist and rotate. And each of them turn into crystal orbs. And those crystal orbs begin to rotate north by south. North by south. And then they form into one and slowly come down to the base of the tower. And you see directly into the base of that tower, and you see those 2 crystal orbs merge into one. And that's the end of your vision.
and as your vision fades, you hear one voice, the voice of the sparrow.
Follow.
With you, your vision, as your vision begins to fade, similar to her own, it's a little different for you. That tower that you saw standing tall and sinking fades into what you saw earlier from the top of the mountain, the ruins in the center of the frozen lake. Your brain puts 2 and 2 together. What you have seen is the destruction of those ruins. And even you hear a similar voice that says, follow, and your vision ends.
Any questions before we leave the secret room?
I'm sure they have a lot of them.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll bring everybody back, and I'll go get everybody.
Yeah. Torch for us, please.
Yeah.
Let's hope you all enjoyed that. I know I did.
Yeah, so
weird.
I did.
Those of you that are asleep, Val and Cristobal, you're still asleep.
Yeah.
However, this happens in the dead of night, so I'm going to say that both Otto and Saint, and because you only sleep for 4 hours, KoKo, you're just coming out of your trance when these two both snap up simultaneously, look at each other in the eye, and say,
Okay. Follow.
What? Follow what?
why are we awake? You're asleep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You also both notice, as well as you're coming out of your trance, that Drek and Grenlick are clearly kind of sort of just...
Oh yeah, they're totally cheating.
they came
And
in.
look, Mighty Claw, very gruff, very long claws, but when he's sleeping, adorable teddy bear. Teddy bear.
Just 3 Hoodlin Bear Bros.
Ursoon still seems to be somewhere. We don't know where he's at.
Yeah, he sleeps in the cold.
Adorable.
Follow what?
Did you? Did you see everything that I saw?
Oh my
Yes.
God. Were you guys dreaming together?
I think so. If you have follow,
Did
you see my god?
Briefly?
Did you see the rest of it?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes,
yeah,
I'm fine.
just chilling, man. So like, those are the ruins.
Tell me about the ruins.
Tell me about the ruins. Yeah, we're whispering now.
Saturn is so in this year.
By the way, you will notice when Val snores, there is a little bit of ice breath that comes out. His breath is very cold.
But you were her. You were the ice giant.
It was. I had a nightmare that I saw destruction of a dwarven city, and I'm quite tired. Maybe you could.
Oh, you want me to go?
If you want to, I'm quite tired, and I don't. It's quite horrific what I saw, and I don't like to think about those things.
I think.
You don't have to tell me now. Maybe later.
No, I mean, the long story short is I think that we saw what happened. A peek into the past. The past of how this land is and what happened. That's all. I mean, there was other stuff.
I mean, that's all?
I think that's the important stuff.
Okay.
Well, the takeaway here is that I was told to follow. And that is something I am very good at. So I will continue to do so.
But did you guys find out who to follow? What to follow?
Follow.
How to follow? When to follow?
You sound exactly like that bird.
I have a bird.
Yes. I don't know.
Okay, that's cool.
I wish I had more information for you, but
Well, if something comes to you, just maybe speak up. Let us know.
I think we'll know when we see it. I really
But
tomorrow.
if it's from the past, how are you gonna see it?
Because there's ruins now.
You, by the way, Otto,
Yeah.
because you had a bird's eye view, and because
I did.
you saw, if I remember correctly, the ruins of Brudevik first when you were at the top of the mountain.
Yep.
You recognize immediately what that place was. You remember seeing up above on Mount Rossig, when you looked down, the ruins of Brudevik, and when you were there in this vision, you could see the buildings that were before the buildings that are now.
Okay. So Otto takes a moment. In a very owlish way, they're looking at Saint, but their head sort of rotates towards KoKo and says, I saw the buildings before they were ruins. They were beautiful. People were
Before they got ruined.
in a massive bloodshed. There was blood pouring down buckets. The snow was painted red. And people were screaming. And that's all I think we should go there.
Well, that doesn't sound like we should go there. That sounds awful.
Oh no, there's nowhere now. It already happened. But
Right.
well, that's not necessarily true, right? Because I asked if it was the past or the future, and they said both.
they, Uncle Dub, he used to say that things work in cycles. Whatever's the end can be the beginning. Fond farewells often lead to gentle hellos, but war leads to conquest, leads to rebuilding, leads to society, leads to conflict, leads to war. Maybe that's what this place is. I don't know.
Well, I'm quite embarrassed that I tried to let the ice giant free, if this is what they do.
Wait, you were self-free. You were the ice giant?
Well, no, back in the cave.
Oh.
Where we were.
How
the
would
cave.
you know? Wait.
I don't know.
Like Otto has this like sinking realization. The pit in their stomach kind of sinks. Their feathers floof and their eyes dilate, and they say, "Everything was melting. The ice giant is free."
Like now?
Otto just gets really quiet.
Okay.
Well, if they've already done that to the destructed city, then what more could there be if we went back?
What more what?
What more could there be?
Your mind is driven back to the 2 moons you saw in the sky and how they circled together and went underneath the ice. And then what was said. After that, you said one word. You said it when you woke up.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, my memory is
Of course,
bad.
of course.
We have to follow. That's what we have to do. Otto grabs like their notebook essentially and starts scribbling what they had seen, the 2 moons and like little like glitter, shimmery things too.
Because you're mind linked, you can actually recall anything that Saint saw, and vice versa.
Yeah, it's for KoKo too.
Thank you, because I'm not linked to
Yeah.
you.
This is there. We have to go there, Saint. We have to follow.
Okay.
Yeah?
And this feels good to you guys?
No, everything feels so bad. Like, I have to stress how terrible this is.
KoKo, do you always only do what feels good for you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mostly. I just kind of go on instinct, What else am I supposed to go off of?
Oh. Societal standards or something?
Says the Wood Elf Ranger.
Who got lost in the Feywild?
That's the most in character thing anyway.
It's a hedonistic place.
Well done.
But if ends are beginnings, this might be like a key or something. And if we don't go, then Saint, then what we saw was for nothing.
I think if you say we should follow, then we should go.
Well, is one of you going to lead so the rest of us can follow?
Oh, I know where it is.
Okay.
I got a really great view.
But you also said it felt not great.
Oh, no. I want to stress how terribly dangerous this all feels.
Yes, lots of death and destruction.
So much blood.
Why are you smiling when you say that?
I'm always smiling.
That's true. I love notice that. I actually like it.
Thank you.
Yeah. But,
okay, so...
I mean, this could be why we're here, KoKo. We're all brought together for something, and maybe it's to find the who's a what in the ice and stop the frost giantess from, killing everyone. Probably.
Okay.
I mean, that's just what I think.
I know it's funny, right? I don't know. I barely know what you guys are talking about. I just woke up from a really great sleep. But
well, it seems like we don't have any other options right now, right? It's either wander through the Arctic blizzard or do this.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When everybody wakes up and we start to go, are we staying here? Are we going with them? Is that who we're following? The Arasaka and
Well, I'll follow what everyone else wants to do, but if you're asking me, I would say that I was sent from a god, and this seems like a message from a god. And so I would say that perhaps it's our destiny.
Yes, but I will also say that the whole idea of following and the whole thing about cycles that you were saying, if you just keep following and nobody's leading you, you are just essentially going in a circle.
But if we do nothing, then that's the end.
Yeah, but I know. I'm just wondering, but is the something to do? Is it to stay with?
I want to go to the ruins. I don't know what y'all want to do.
You want to leave, even though
I
they
will
need
just
our
go.
help? Or are we?
I think we've decided that at least us three want to go because we have the information. And Cristobal, I think I could convince him to come with. He's still cuddling.
He's still getting his beauty rest.
Yes, he's still sleeping, but I think that he would be willing to come.
But what I'm asking is
From in the tent, you hear, I'm sorry to interrupt, but whatever you decide to do, can you decide to do it right now? Because I'm trying to sleep and you were woken.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So what I'm saying is, are we leaving these people?
I mean, they got that big out the claws. It's not like they're defenseless. They got a lot of food.
But they said they needed our help.
I mean, what do you?
Well,
So do you
Drek
think
gets up and walks out of the tent.
But do you think they're just gonna let us leave? Because it seems like they really want us to be with them.
Okay, at this point, Val and Cristobal wake up.
No nose. What?
Well,
No.
really, it was Oliver. It was Oliver who said that he wanted our help.
Yes. So do we just not tell Oliver that we're leaving? Maybe we go find Capre.
We're
I
leaving?
feel like Oliver
about leaving.
would know about this.
We had a vision from a god.
Okay.
We are to follow the path that was set for us.
Okay.
It's a terrible path. It's a terrible
But
path.
what is the path?
When you say we
I mean, it's all of us here in this group.
had a vision, I didn't have a vision.
We did.
She drew a picture.
We did. Oh, yeah. This is what we have to find.
There's 2 moons made out of crystals. They sort of floated around one another and then went into a tower and under ice.
The two, you had the same vision.
We're linked in the minds.
Okay.
Hopefully forever.
Know that?
Okay.
24 hours, yeah. No, not yet.
Huh?
You've only been asleep.
Are you gonna see it? Oh, here. It's like I don't know, like a crescent guy and like a circle boy.
And did you drew the stars and the moon?
It's the middle of the night.
I'm suddenly very tired. I have to go back to sleep. I just realized I've only been sleeping for 4 hours. I
Go
need
to
the
sleep.
rest.
I'm
Good
gonna
night.
I'm gonna
Middle of the
stick my
night.
head out. I'm gonna go have a poke around outside because I'm pretty awake. I'm just gonna see what's
good
going
4-hour
on in the camp to see, and also see if the blizzard's getting any worse.
Okay, you let us know.
Okay, I will.
I'll go with you.
And just know, dream of traveling together to this terrible place.
Well, just FYI, anybody that wants a long rest has to go back to sleep.
So I'm
I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm gonna cuddle
I
up
won't.
next to
The elf, however,
Cristobal this
you have already
time.
trained. so
Please
you're
be
good.
careful.
I will.
Like put the wing up.
Yeah.
I'm under the wing.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then KoKo sneaks out of the tent.
Okay. The only people that are awake are Ursoon and Drek.
Who's standing at the
Asleep,
door.
standing up.
Oh, hi.
They in fact do.
Nice.
And you can tell that the Ramhedë kind of do the same. It's a strange kind of like squat.
That's
but
what I meant, the Ramhedë,
You're
not
right,
the
now there's
Ramhedë.
talking about, I understood what you meant.
Yeah.
The Ramhedë is a strange kind of squat, but you can also kind of see that they are all like leaning against each other, and that's what's keeping them upright. But Drek, as you exit the tent, is there, and you can see him. Leaving?
Just gonna go to the bathroom.
In a blizzard?
I mean, that's legitimate. I mean,
Would you like me?
Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, whether there's a blizzard or not.
Would you like me to keep watch? I mean, I will. I will. And you can tell he's realized that he's not very good at this, and he's like, I will keep you safe if you want, or not.
I think I'm good. I don't think that should be our first date. Okay, I'll be right back.
And he looks inside, notices that everybody's going back to sleep. He's like, oh, good. And he goes back inside.
So the only person that's actually awake is at this point now is Ursoon, and he appears to just be keeping watch, vigilant watch for the gnolls. What would you like to do?
I'd like to. Like, I've already gone to the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay, I've already gone to the bathroom. We don't need to get into that, you guys.
You don't have to
I
roll
don't
for
need
that.
to roll for that.
No.
Is there a bathroom roll?
No, but there is a blizzard roll.
Yeah, there is a.
If you go too far, you can get lost in a blizzard.
It's very cold and there's a blizzard outside.
Yeah. In other words, if there's a blizzard and you go too far, you can lose where you're at, lose direction.
Okay.
Being a ranger would have the best shot at not getting lost.
Yeah.
But you can still get lost.
Okay, and you said I can roll for that?
If you go far enough into the blizzard, you will have to roll to figure out if you can keep track of where you're at or not.
I mean, live your life.
Yeah. Imagine if you
your
walk
natural
into a-
survival instincts kick in and go, not a real good idea for me to go too far.
Yeah.
Sorry, but the adventure side of me is like, what's out there?
And totally a thing that you can work out. Just also your survival knowledge knows that if you go too far, it's going to get real hard real quick.
Just do what you want to do.
Yeah, but do what you want. Absolutely do what you want.
Do whatever you
Just
want.
letting you know that your survival
I think
skills.
maybe I took a few too many steps out. I was looking for a good place to go to the bathroom. I also didn't want to go too close in case I
of
came
course,
back
of
out
course.
because
Sure.
he was kind of cute. Oh my god. It's fine. He's sweet.
There are still, the tent's there, the Ramhedë there, and are soon there, so there is a good amount of room and place you can go. But if you go too far, is when it'll start to.
Yeah.
I want to go medium far.
Yes.
Okay.
Good
All right.
distance.
Medium
Perfect.
far.
I don't know what medium far
A
means,
plus.
but what would you like to do?
I'd like to, I think I'm gonna peek around, I'm gonna walk around the camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just want to kind of
I'm
do
gonna
like
do
a
my
circle?
own perimeter check because
Great.
I'm also hearing I'm hearing
The blizzard.
the blizzard and
Yeah.
something kind of grumbling.
I tell you what.
Perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
You're at a flat roll.
Sorry that took so long, guys.
Please.
I did not know what my options were
we
for the
learned
bathroom.
so
Yeah,
much.
that's what we're letting you know.
You guys, it's the blizzard!
Whoa, storm effect.
Sean knows what's up.
Oh man.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's it. Plus
7
perception.
Perception.
Oh my god, that scared
5.
me.
So
That's very new. I was like, was that a
12.
What happened?
Ron, why don't you take over for a sec while I
Sure.
look up blizzard
Absolutely.
notes?
So as you're out in doing your own perimeter check,
Yes.
12 allows you to keep an eye on Ursoon. Like he's a little bit distant in the blizzard, and you're noticing that there is lightning in a blizzard.
Oh yeah. Weird.
For you, that's not necessarily very strange. In being from the Feywild, storms have their own feelings. Sometimes they're angry. Sometimes they're just sad.
Sad storm.
Sad storms. There's a lot of rain. Here, it's odd. It's an odd occurrence. That's maybe a little off. And you notice that Ursoon kind of seems to be keeping vigilant watch on you as
Survival
you're
check.
Dang.
Okay.
Came out the gate.
I'm reading up on blizzards.
Okay.
Yeah. Survival check.
Did she get an advantage?
No, she's at a flat roll.
You got this. You got
You
this.
got this. Believe in you.
Okay, good. Plus 5.
18.
Nice.
Okay, so only because of your training and only because you are a wood elf and you're keeping track of where Ursoon is, are you able to find your way back and not get lost in the maelstrom that is blowing around you.
Okay.
The blizzard is no joke. You've been in some storms in your life, but this is howling wind and snow blasting your face to the point to where you actually have to pull your hood down and try to protect your eyes just to be able to see 30 feet.
Okay.
That's how dense this blizzard has become. And it may or may not get worse. Sorry.
No, absolutely.
You know where Ursoon is.
Yes. Right.
He's essentially your homing beacon.
And you can tell that Ursoon's natural survival instinct is doing that for you.
Yeah.
You can see he's kind of like, okay, I gotta keep an eye on, but I also have this, and you kind of see him, but
Yelling.
it's almost
Yeah.
impossible to hear him with the roar of the storm.
Okay.
And if you're out there for more than an hour, you will have to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, I think I went to the bathroom and I'm headed back.
Yes, good.
I see, yeah.
Bathroom, walked in a circle, and back in the. And back in the bed.
What is
Oh, by the way, because you did your trance and that counts as a long rest, you get exhaustion level down one.
Yay!
Yeah.
Which I think you were only at
Yeah,
one.
she was
anyway.
at one, so
you're
exhaustion.
back to-
Fine.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm exhaustion.
You're not.
Zero.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it just stayed at 1 because the 1 is the lowest. Okay. Yay. Okay. Can you give me the voice of Ursoon one more time? Which one?
Sure, Ursoon. What are you doing out there? Come back!
Okay. I'm coming! You can't hear me! I'll get closer! And then KoKo makes her way back. And
Isn't Ursoon literally a polar bear in a blizzard, though?
Yeah, he's literally a polar bear. For him, it doesn't feel like this is. I mean, even him is kind of, there's an Ursoon. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. I forgot to mention that. This is an Ursoon.
You guys wonder why Cristobal was like shaking.
Just because.
And he, to him, this is starting to get a little annoying. Not you, the blizzard is starting to get a little annoying to him. The blizzard itself is starting to even impact him a bit, but again, he's an Arctic or Saga. This is kind of normal to him, and he comes up and he says, "Are you okay?"
I am. What do you think? Do you think this is going to get worse?
I don't know. The
feels
lightning
weird.
is strange.
It is strange. I thought that same thing too. I sometimes see this stuff in the Feywild, but we're not there, right?
I don't know what that is, so I guess not.
I guess not. Okay.
You seem very capable in a blizzard.
Thank you.
Yes.
I do my best. I am very cold though.
Did you see any gnolls?
No.
Good.
But I did hear something kind of strange.
What did you hear?
I don't know. It was like the blizzard was growling or something. Did you hear that?
I only hear the growling of my stomach from lack of food and from the gnolls. Oh, there it is now.
Oh, so it's your stomach.
Might have been.
Okay. I wasn't near you when I heard it, so I don't know.
You see him kind of look. I'm guessing you're wearing your bow and.
Oh, yeah.
You seem to be capable.
Thank you. I am capable. You also seem capable.
Would you like to help me watch?
I'm awake. Okay.
Stay here in front of tent so that when you get cold, you can go in. I'm going to be over here. And he begins to describe a tactical back and forth where he can go and run out a little bit and come back so that you can keep watch when he does that. And then when he comes back, then you can dunk back into the tent to warm yourself back up. And he describes like this would be a good way to allow him to do some even further perimeter checks to check on the growling that you're talking about.
Okay. Great.
Good?
Good.
Thank you. What is your name?
KoKo?
KoKo. I like that.
Thanks.
I am Ursoon.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you have heard of Ursoon? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, Oliver. Right. Sorry.
It's
My
okay.
mind is elsewhere.
It's okay. You're hungry.
Yes. Speaking of which, I should go get some food. And he, would you stay here?
I'll
He
watch.
ducks into the tent real quick and comes back out, and you can see him with
KoKo
a piece of fish. And
KoKo says to himself, "Oh, I'm so glad that Val can eat all the fish."
So glad you said eat and not steal. We're doing great.
Okay.
So time passes.
Yep.
And those of you that sleep, the continuing 4 hours get a long rest. Yay! Yes, I'm sure the spellcasters are incredibly happy. Yay!
Do you level up?
No.
Sleeping?
Nope.
I'm sleeping.
From the trauma.
I wish.
long rest.
but
From
no.
the trauma
So is it
we've endured.
daytime?
Funny enough, when you guys went to sleep, it was still daylight,
Right.
Oh, right.
but a blizzard. So when you sleep those 8 hours, it's actually dark when you wake up, which messes with you. That being said, it's only going to be a couple more hours before daylight. The blizzard hasn't really lessened much. So traveling will be rough, regardless of what you do. That being said, all of the Ramhedë wake up and you see them trending. You see them tending to the
Trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
hashtag Ramhedë.
Yeah.
You're so young
Number
and
3 in
hip.
the US.
Sheep are blowing up.
You see them tending to the Ursaka as much as they are tending to themselves. And Olivar actually makes his way over to all of you. I trust that you slept well.
Yeah, thank you.
It was really nice inside the tent.
What bothers you, my child?
Nothing at all.
It is all right.
KoKo gives Saint eyes like.
I just I woke up after 4 hours and then I had to go back to sleep again. I'm fine.
Where is the herd going?
Yeah.
Well, we are traveling to Lost Camelin.
I'm sorry, I'm
To
not
the east.
To the
Is
east.
that by like that ruin area? Is that past that?
No. Do you speak of Brudevik?
I think so. I saw it like when I was on top of the mountain. I saw some ruined stuff.
Yes, those are the dwarven ruins of Brudevik.
Do you know much about that place?
Yes, I know the history.
Do you have any books about it?
Well, our tradition is an oral history.
So story time.
Yes.
I'll listen. Sits down cross-legged.
Well, it's a long story,
Uh-huh.
but we will be traveling soon. I hope all of you can come with.
Yes, I do not see why we would not come with.
Well, we've been sent a message from a god
We have?
that may be a calling for the Stormborn.
Really?
Yes.
That is what I hope for more than anything.
Yes, we were sent to explore
The
Brudevik.
ruins. Brunrick. I think I said that wrong.
Why?
We're not sure.
The gods work in the most mysterious of ways.
Yeah, I've never been given a reason by a god.
Yes, well, Brudevik is cursed.
So you don't think we should go there?
Well,
But tell us about the curse.
long ago,
And he goes into the story. We only have so much time, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into the story.
That's all of it.
But
Just gonna
long story short, there's a dwarven settlement in the middle of Loch Iskar. It's not only a mining settlement, but they were also there for quite some time, inventing, creating, and drawing upon their own natural intelligence. He seems to think that the Astral Dwarves are not necessarily of this world, and he uses the term Astral Dwarves deliberately.
What?
Yes.
What's that?
Which, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
they are a race far, far from here.
What, Jess?
Yes.
This is Jessica, not
Oh.
Saint. Serena's there. Serena's 100% there. Yep, I just talked about this today.
And so they were brought here and they settled, and I'm afraid they did not get along with the frost giants.
Oh.
And as my people would say, there was a conflict. And it did not end well for either side.
So,
Those are the ruins of their settlement. Why your god would send you there is quite perplexing.
Saint and Otto, are you sure it was a message from a god and not just a bad, weird dream?
No, Val, it was real. And I saw it, and Saint saw it. It, very scary. Lots of, blood. But we have to go there. Like, it can't be a coincidence that we're here, and if we're getting something, maybe those ruins might be the key to understanding what's going on.
And if they were truly astral dwarves, as
Olivar speaks, and they were inventors, there could be any number of technologies or magical items there that may assist us.
What do you know about Astral Dwarves?
Yeah, do you know something about them?
That's a great question about.
Crystal's knowledge of Astral Dwarves, which you happily roar.
Cristobal
use this
is
history
rowing
check
the
again.
most important history check of all time.
Use it. Use it.
Advantage.
No, I didn't, because I rolled a nat 1 and they said I didn't have to use it. They said I could wait. So I will. So we can use this after your roll if you need.
So advantage from Mighty Mindful.
Thank you, Mighty Mindful.
That's a good. That's a good thing for a history
roll.
check.
Yeah. Nat 20. He's not good at combat, but he knows lots of things.
Nat 20's history checks.
So, in your father's book, there was a chapter that you could care less about. you read over all of his spells. You read over his history of fashion. You read over the history of livestock and the prices of cattle this year versus 10 years ago. And there was some meaningless, trivial, useless chapter about Astral Dwarves settling this island long ago, blah, 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 blah. Could care less.
So let me focus on the bovine history.
Yes.
That's why I got a 0 win. Right.
Not only that, the price of
yeah. Pork shoulder is just on the rise.
Pork shoulder, it's beef. That's why you weren't a successful corporate.
Can't tell the difference.
So, in this chapter, there were 3 very important things that you actually recollect, and you still have your dad's book.
Yep. Yeah, but I can go back and reference it. Yeah.
The 3 things are that he theorized that all the people of the North Island and the South Island, not including the Animus, are derived from the Astral Dwarves.
Okay.
They were the first people to populate
The
this
progenitor
island.
race.
Yes.
Copy.
The creators, so to speak.
Wow.
How they got here, you know, who they are, all of that jazz, not really something that's stuck out to you. The second thing that you remember is that all of the high-level technology in the South Island is attributed to what was left behind by the Astral Dwarves. So some of the things that you've seen in the South Island, even your rapier, really, is a level of smithing and technology that the North Island has never known.
Okay.
And it's derived from metallurgy that was discovered from the Astral Dwarves. The third thing that you notice, or that you remember in the Astral Dwarf book, is that you don't know how they got here, but you do know that they were brought here for a very specific reason. And that reason was to populate the island and to bring civilization to the island. Because prior to the Astral Dwarves, it was untamed.
They were brought here to. Okay.
To both the islands?
Create.
He's not sharing any of this with you yet.
I still gotta write it down.
Okay. Yes,
Goes
both
later.
islands. Yes, both islands. And when you think that third thought, you can't help but reach into your pocket and touch your mirror.
Yeah.
Totally.
Touch the mirror?
The mirror.
Yeah, my mirror.
Oh,
At which point, so Astral Dwarves, my mind's gonna go click, and I'm gonna be like, yes, we have to go to Rudavik and the ruins.
It's pronounced Brudavik.
Okay, yes, I have a different tongue than you. We speak differently. I would
just trying to be helpful.
I would plead you not to draw attention to how I speak. It's insulting.
Well, I want to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Fine, Brudavik. We go to Brudavik. Fine. But yes, thank you, Oliver, for all of your hospitality. But
Yes.
I do believe we must go to Brudavik. That being said, I noticed that none of you are being affected much by the cold. Well, we are very thin-skinned. There wouldn't happen to be something you could help us with in that regard?
Well, unless we share the wool from our hides, I don't know
Is that what you're
Could we do a
suggesting?
little
I mean,
bit
is
of
that-
it? Could you spare a little
Is
bit
that
of
something
it?
you're willing to do?
Do you not
or-
weave anything out of the extra wool when you shave it off?
Yes, you do shed wool.
We give it back to the earth, of course.
You plant it?
You dig it,
Throw
put
it
it in a
away.
hole, or
It's shed off of us in the warmer months, and in the winter months it grows back.
I see.
no, that's
I
fine.
see.
I don't want people to be sheared. That sounds bad.
No, yes. I mean, I'm not going
Yeah,
to
but
ask them to shear themselves.
No,
if
but-
they
They
were
were
to
just doing-
volunteer,
Maybe some
to shear
clippings or
themselves,
something, though. I mean, we'll
but if
be
they don't have that,
freezing.
that's fine. I figured I would ask. That being said, we do definitely have to go to Brooders.
I mean-
like it is the thing we have to go
I
to
agree.
right
I-
now.
Absolutely.
Like
Listen,
now.
yeah.
We should
Now
go.
I think they want to go.
No,
Like
I don't
post
know.
haste.
I agree. We absolutely should. I mean, Oliver,
Yes.
look, I know you wanted our help, but I mean, if what you said is true, if we are these Stormborn, which sure, whatever, I guess, if we've been selected by the gods, then I guess we need to listen to the gods, don't we?
Well, yes.
Saint is beaming at you.
Don't look at me like that.
I suppose if that's what you think is
Don't
right.
beam at me like that.
Oliver,
Yes.
question. So the Knoll issue, right?
Yes.
Is that like an ongoing blood feud thing that's just gonna last forever and ever and ever, regardless if we step in?
I'm
Or is
afraid
it like five
that's-
people, we just have to like scare them away?
Oh, that's a good point.
That is part of the circle. There is predator and there is prey. And he says this with a certain amount of weight.
But what makes you...
How big is their hunting party, do you think, maybe?
I do not know. We have always run. That is what we do.
Wait a minute.
The Ursaka, on the other hand, they choose to fight. And that is their way.
And
Please, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, or if this is an overstep or overspeak, because it might be a little bit of both. Why let your biology determine your place in the world? You are deciding to be prey, but we have tools, we have weapons. The Ursaka are so smart and then can teach you all formations and battle tactics, and I know some tactics, and you guys have really strong legs, so I can teach you how to dig a hole. And, trenches or whatever you need. So why run? Why, especially if you outnumber them. I mean, if there's only like 5 scary ones, why?
When you choose violence, it becomes part of you,
Oh.
and you pass it on to your children. That is the way.
Is defending yourself violence?
And defending others who are in need of help.
I don't want to. I'm just talking out loud here. If this is an overstep, I don't want to do that.
You are welcome to question our beliefs.
Ugh, that felt bad the way you said it.
Look, I will be honest with you. I do not always enjoy running.
Yeah.
I do not like cowering in fear. But I have also learned that if you do not show peace, no one will know it exists. And no one will learn.
That is a noble endeavor, even though it seems futile.
Honestly, I think the issue is that the Knolls only know war, right?
The Knolls know hunger, and it is not of this world.
What do you mean by that?
I have seen Knolls eat. And he stares at the ground for a moment. A lot. And they never stop. Even when their bellies are full. That is not natural.
We saw one riding something that seemed like a demon.
And
A
itself.
Lucrota.
Ugh.
Yes.
Yes. They are allies, in a way.
The Lacrota?
No, to themselves, gnolls
Oh.
and or not. Yeah. I see. Yeah.
They are of a like mind. As I said, the gnolls have not always been vicious, bloodthirsty, ravenous beasts. Once upon a time, they hunted for food and for survival, as they should. But they have been twisted in some way. And the Lucrota revel in this horrible corruption.
Is it only the gnolls that are in this particular area? That you know
No,
of?
the gnolls are transitory. They are nomadic.
And all of them have this insatiable hunger.
The ones that I have met, yes.
Well, I was just hoping that we might be able to find the answer in Brudevik. Yeah, if there's something there that's...
We will find so many answers in Brudevik. I really think we will.
Ultimately, might I ask you, what would you have us do? Help you go to the Dark Wood, or follow to Brudevik?
I would hope that you would come with us, but if you say that you have received a message from the gods, then I respect that.
Could you show us on a map or something where this dark wood is, so that if we can find you later or something?
Or we could just take a detour. You guys could come with us to Brudevik, and we could just escort you to the
I
woods.
don't know if Ursoon would be willing to let that happen. I am on a journey to heal the heart of the Dark Wood. I have made a promise, and I will fulfill that promise.
Is it sick?
Yes, according to the Osaka, yes. Very.
What do you need to heal it? Sorry.
I have certain gifts passed down from generation to generation amongst our people. And the heart is part of this world. It is part of the circle.
The heart.
Can we hey, can we have like a little sidebar? We will step outside, or if you would step outside.
It is all right. I have said my piece.
One more thing, I'm so sorry.
Yes?
These changes you say have been happening everywhere, crops dying, fire coming out of the earth, all of this. I assume these gnolls becoming ravenous feels like part of it.
Perhaps, yes.
Does it extend to both islands?
I don't know. I've never been to the South Island.
Right. No,
and
no, of
he
course.
slowly turns back to Cristobal.
There is much. There are many problems with the crops where I am from. He spoke of there being pestilence and disease amongst crops, and that is what I have experienced. It is very possible that this change he speaks of is as prevalent on the South Island as the North.
Oh.
Well, my family is my family's money is in moon wine. That moon wine that you mentioned.
This is very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I've been drinking it for a long time. No, and so, but over the last few years, things seem to have all of a sudden taken a really steep turn for the worse. With no real explanation either.
Just then the flap opens up and Ursoon steps in. Drek said I was needed.
Oh, they might wish to speak with you. I must tend to the herd. And he pats Ursoon and walks outside.
You see him kind of watch as he walks, and when he seems to settle, Ursoon, what can I help you with?
We wish to go to Brudevik, and
You are insane.
Okay, so nobody has told us about the curse, though. It's cursed, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about it? Because listen, we have to go there, and we want to be prepared for what we do.
It is death.
Is it like a thing with like death comes at you, or is it like a we will become death?
Like you step foot in the town and you just die.
Right.
In the middle of a frozen lake.
Yeah.
But it's frozen.
Yes.
Okay.
The world is changing.
Yeah, we hear that.
So it's probably melting.
But there's
don't know.
a curse.
Right. I keep my people away from there.
Soon, if we have to go there, and you seem like you're headed in the opposite direction.
Well, I do not think we are moving anytime soon with this storm.
Right.
Okay, all right.
How about these gnolls that are tracking
Yes.
the Ramhedë? How many are there?
I'm unable to say exact numbers, but their tracks seem to indicate a large band. With 2 Locrota.
If we need to go check this out, I mean, we should.
Drek told me you killed a Locrota.
Yeah,
Yes.
I did.
I
mean, we did. I didn't do it alone, but I did. Yeah.
Then there is 1 Locrota with the band. And I thank you.
You're welcome.
We took its heart,
Oh yeah, you have it.
and some of it's
That's what that smell is.
bloody stuff.
If we help
Anywho.
you to kill the Lecrota and the gnolls that are stalking the Ramhedë, perhaps you will escort us to Brunvik.
Or at least help us.
Or we could just check it out, then come back.
Show him the heart. Show him
Why
how we
don't
kill
you take Capre?
Yeah, we should cooperate.
Okay.
Good idea.
Great.
Could Capre, if we come back to see you, maybe after we go to the ruins, possibly.
If
Could
you
Capre-
come back from the ruins,
Could Capre rejoin?
I cannot say that.
Well, could they rejoin the Ursaka?
Capre has a place amongst the Ursaka if she asks. She has proven herself many times.
All right, one thing at a time, but okay.
Yeah.
Yes, no, it's a good thought.
Then we will take Capre, and they will take us to Brunvik, and
It will help us find them again when we're finished.
Excellent. Yes.
Do you have any warm clothes?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because
I do not wear clothes.
I noticed.
They asked sheep people to shear themselves for warmth.
I asked if they'd be willing
Just so you
to.
know,
She's
KoKo
literally,
is against
Saint is
that.
literally wearing a halter top.
Unfortunately, we are ill prepared for this weather. I'm sorry.
that's okay. It's not your fault.
If it's any consolation, Brudevik is not far from here.
Okay.
We just make a quick trip of it.
And if we run into any gnolls, maybe we can lighten their number for you.
We would appreciate that.
Does Capre know the way?
As far as I know, she is very familiar with this area.
Okay, this is good.
Let us find her then, and we should make haste before the sun gets too high in the sky.
Yeah.
And in case the blizzard gets worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it today, you have to go quick because you only got a few more hours
exactly.
of daylight.
Post haste.
I'm
Yeah.
into
Let's
it.
do it.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
I hear about science, technology, and magic. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get out of
So
here.
we have some balloons.
Yay!
Oh, thank goodness.
2 balloons from Vein Dead. Thank you, Vein Dead.
Hey.
So, so for the sake of time, you find Capre.
When you find her, you can tell that she's just sort of slept underneath a cover of snow, and so she just sort of shakes it off. And
She is
you can
rested,
tell-
though.
Yeah, it seems like it didn't really bother her that much.
I meant her close.
Oh.
Thank you.
It is a way of me saying thanks, and also to ask a favor. Will you please lead us to Brunvik? And I go into the spiel about how there's all sorts of technologies and magics and possibly weapons to keep your people safe.
Keep it fast. She essentially says that it sounds like a mad plan, but you all seem very capable, and she sort of looks and indicates towards Saint that you've all been very kind to me. I would be more than glad to help you to Brudevik.
Great.
Great.
Okay. So.
Do you want to shear your... No? You don't have to.
Just a little bit of shearing.
So do
I
you,
don't know you that well.
so
yeah, this is this is yeah, this is
completely valid.
our
that we have
beautiful
control over.
Capre.
Love it. Adorbs.
Look at that braid.
Well, and Katie's character was Ursula had clothes on too.
Yeah.
It was Ursaka.
So we're not assuming people are.
Yeah, no, the Ursaka wear clothes.
Yes,
It's just
but-
that they're not wearing like thick winter clothes.
And as you saw from Ursoon's figure earlier, it's more of like a loincloth than it is full clothing.
Yeah.
And the only reason you
KoKo
saw
noticed.
the only reason you saw Ursula wearing clothes is because she was raised by dwarves.
True. Very true.
Right. So, are you telling the rest of the herd before you leave, or are you just gonna bounce with Capre?
I mean, for sake of time, I feel like we would.
We told them.
Yeah.
I think
They're
Ursoon
cool
kind of
with it.
understood that that's what they were
And
doing.
I do want
So-
to talk to Oliver at some point, like
Before you
heart
leave?
to heart. No,
Oh.
when I come back.
Okay,
But
great.
if you're moving in that direction, so which direction?
If I come back.
If you come back. You're moving in this direction?
Who are you talking to?
I guess Ursoon or one of the other side.
Ursoon indicates east, just directly east.
Yeah.
If they move, again, he's worried about the weather.
All right, well, hopefully we find something interesting and useful there, and we'll see you later.
Yeah. So, you notice a private exchange. Those of you that are paying attention notice a private exchange between Olivar and Capre. You're not quite sure what's said or what happens, but there is some kind of an exchange there. Capre nods, and then she immediately starts walking across the ice and gestures for all of you to follow.
It was Ursoon and Mighty Claw that seemed particularly focused on Olivar, right?
Correct.
Not Drek.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm still clocking that.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And Drek very much seems like this tent and the
Right.
herd
Right.
is what he is there for.
Yeah.
Right.
He also just follows orders.
They know he's the special one, kind of is maybe the feeling.
Who?
The two Ursaka know that Olivar is the most powerful.
Oh, they only care about Olivar.
Got it.
You're the only one that notices
Weird.
that, though.
Weird though.
And it seems that Drek does follow orders,
Sure.
but seems to care about these, the herd and the
Drek's good people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Capre gestures for all of you to follow and starts to lead you out across the ice. Everyone except for Val and Cristobal get to make Constitution saving throws because you're traveling through a blizzard.
I'm already so exhausted.
Everyone but Val and Cristobal?
Yeah, because
I got
Cristobal
my heat
has
pack.
the heat pack.
No one's asked for it back. He's not over.
KoKo, you have advantage from the blizzard. The blizzard itself is getting
How
advantage.
ironic.
Saint, you have advantage from Dresden Dark. And Octavius, you are at a flat roll.
It's a con save.
Con save.
Okay, so I
Nat
got
20.
Nat 20.
Okay.
That is a 11.
16.
Okay, so you're all okay.
Yay!
Because you got a nat 20, on the next time I say make a Constitution saving throw, you don't have to roll.
Oh,
Okay.
so good.
Sick.
Okay.
You're crunching through the snow and the ice. Capre is leading you. The blizzard is blowing all around you, making it hard to tell where you're at. But for some reason, Capre seems to have a bead on the direction of these ruins.
How good is visibility?
It's terrible.
Yeah, okay.
It's a blizzard.
So we can't see the buildings yet or anything like
No,
that? She
we're
just
talking
knows-
like 30 feet
Right.
max.
Yikes. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
You could probably make a survival check for general direction, but that would be about it. Yeah, don't even roll for now because you're following Capre. She leads you out across this ice, and the ice, as you're walking across it, does creak. It does, in some places, crack.
Ugh.
It doesn't break through or anything, but it definitely doesn't feel strong. It doesn't feel like thick, solid ice. It feels like it almost feels like it's summertime up in this area, even though it's winter.
And that there's a blizzard about.
Yeah.
Just keep moving, son. Don't think about it. Just keep moving.
But Capre, the path that she chooses across this ice seems to avoid some of the more weaker spots. And she beelines it right to the center of Loch Iskar, and you come up onto this long, thin metal building that's had the roof caved in or crushed in, frosted with ice. And you come right up to the front door of this building. It's a large wood and metal door with a bunch of gears and spindles and locks and levers on the outside of the door. Even though the ceiling itself has been caved in spots, the door is still very much solidly intact. The wind continues to blow, but you two recognize this building immediately from your vision as that big, long metal building that was reverberating with energy inside. And in fact, you feel a slight amount of reverberation across the ice. It crackles and crunches beneath your feet. And that will be the end of our show tonight.
So much.
Yeah. So
There's the whole bathroom.
Told you, I was excited about this episode.
lots of
KoKo
lore.
went to the bathroom was the most important part.
Yeah, lots of lore, lots of
Flirted
RP.
with the polar bear. Perfect.
Yes.
So next episode we'll get to explore Brudevik, which Ron did this awesome job
These
on
are
all
stunning.
of it.
I'll post photos of these. Gorgeous.
But we're not done.
Nope.
Hey! Show. We love to give thanks to our higher level Patreon level patrons. There is a Team Cosmos and a Team Nature. We read off the names in a fun and interesting way. And I know I have it here somewhere.
If it's interesting.
Yes.
We try. Congrats again to Ashjor for winning the giveaway. We'll be reaching out and getting you that digital gift card momentarily.
Yes. And your next chance will be on the Patreon.
The Patreon. Post more details about that shortly.
Also, if you want to stick around for after the Team Cosmos and Team Nature announcements or the improv that we do, we have a little special song from one of our community members, Jim Whitted, who messaged me on Discord and put some some gorgeous background music to Saint Session Zero song. Blew me away. It was so sweet. And so our TD Sean has put that over the end credits. So stick around to listen to that.
Wow.
Jim Whitted has written several songs for us at this point, and they're stunning always.
They have, because I don't know if they're here.
I'm not sure.
They have.
Amazing.
Okay. So let me get the team names up. Everybody got the team names in front of them?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So up first is the Team Force of Nature. This suggestion is from Evelyn Weekly. The suggestion is Her Majesty the Queen giving the speech from the throne. Any queen that you'd like. So a queen is giving a speech to her subjects.
I think Team Nature do this.
I'm supposed to mention who in this speech again? Remind me.
Team Nature.
Right in front of you.
No, yes, of course. I can read.
Majesty, Team Nature.
Yes. To all of my people, the bigger paws and the kitty scritchers of Great England, I just want to thank you for your fendrel of our monarchy.
What did she say? What of the monarchy? I did not understand.
She's tilting. Everyone.
Keep it straight.
Yes. No, it's fine. As the gold family of London.
Accurate.
Oh, man.
We know that you see us in just jewels. I used the same joke 2 times in 1 week, and I apologize for that. But your past decisions, Queen, cannot be judged, for they are just barbaria.
Braver.
What?
Braver.
Braver!
Well done.
Ascot camera. Ascot shot. It's the Ascot
Long
shot.
live the Queen.
How many gin martinis has she had?
A few. I mean, she is British.
She's getting old.
Really, we should always do his speeches first thing in the morning.
Right in the morning.
Up next is the Team Force of Cosmos. This suggestion is from Sexy Hodgepodge.
Gross.
Yeah,
You don't know what a hodgepodge
they
is.
give good suggestions. That's all
Yeah,
I
they
say.
do. They really do.
So this one is sanitation engineers talking about the rooms that they had to clean all that day.
Any kind of room, office, hotel, bathhouse, etc.
Yeah.
Oh man, Oh man, were you on that third floor job today?
Oh, you can't believe what was going on in that third floor job today.
I cannot tell you. I haven't been that down to clown after a job.
Yeah, I mean, that smell was just aromatics. You know what I mean? Like it was permeating.
Susie, you doing all right over there?
Oh, yeah, she's traumatized by
Abigail dabber me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to use the Gorban plate number 37 on the rug. It took so long.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we gotta stop letting the students of Grimm have their conference.
I know.
We love you, Gen Con.
My mom thinks I'm nuts for having.
I think you're nuts too. Honestly.
No, I mean,
we're all nuts.
they don't see. I mean, I still take a really good amount of, good feelings when I get a good clean room and I look at it, it's shining afterwards, and I say, that's wild, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do give me a Lincoln break?
What are you talking about?
No, they Lincoln breaks all over the place.
Look. You can take your Lincoln break with the rest of our union guys every 5 hours. Don't try and get your easy Lincoln break.
Guys, I think we should wash our hands.
I never wash my hands. What are you talking about?
And I think that's very good advice to all of our viewers at home. Remember, wash your hands.
And take a Lincoln break.
And take a Lincoln break.
Every 5 hours.
Every 5 hours according to the union rules.
If you learned nothing else tonight.
If you learned nothing else tonight, please wash your hands and take a break. We thank you all for joining us this evening. I gotta say, this lived up to everything that I hoped episode 4 would be, and we didn't even get through what we wanted to get through tonight. You are gonna. I'm excited about now episode 5 and episode 6 because there's so much coming. Also, congratulations on your natural 20 on an Astral Dwarf. We did not. In episode 4, we did not expect any of that to go out. So great.
It's the only one I'm gonna get, everybody. So
it's good. It changes things. It's awesome. So thank you everyone for our Patreon. Thank you everyone who's donated.
Yes.
Our cosmic yams and our sprouted potatoes, because a nature potato is just a potato, as Kari calls. And
thank you to people gifting out subs and cheers. We saw you folks. Thank you.
And all of you for just donating your time.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Without any of you, none of this would be possible. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next week. And as always, humankind, be bold!
Bye.
One step and then another. Blessed are those who wander, branching, reaching. Depths of the forest are calling. Well, path will end before the journey has begun. Eyes to the sky, and you might find your way. Let fear ignite a light and shine another